Good morning, everyone. Sorry, we are a little bit late, but thanks to technology, yeah, I almost ripped my hair out this morning.
I almost ripped my pants.
I love that one,
When's the
dude.
last time you I was gonna say, when's the last time you watched that particular episode? I think it's episode 2, season 1.
I mean, it's been a hot minute, dude. It's been a hot minute. Um, okay, I don't remember what I was doing last time.
All right, so I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. I think this game sucks, and you're gonna have to convince me that it doesn't.
Okay, well, okay. All right, here's this was my thought this whole time. Okay, so obviously if I'm playing this by myself, like at home, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I got no problem with that. It was a struggle to do this on stream, uh, but you didn't get the full experience. You were just you we were just fingering it. We were just
I could definitely see how this could be fun. I'm just like, how long? Okay, I'm gonna look it up because I have that power. How long is the game High on Life? I'm actually sick of games being like 7,000 hours.
sure.
This game claims it's about 9 hours, so
Well,
that's honestly not bad.
Well, and here's yeah, well, okay. All right. So I think when I go in here and I go to the the bounty hunter screen or whatever, like I think there's only like two left, maybe. Um all right.
So you may have. There's a little gnat. Got him.
Oh, dude, it's Nat season, bro.
No, I'm not down for that. Um, Yeah, I mean, I'm half kidding. I don't know. I have this in my PlayStation library, I believe.
Okay.
I was thinking about this, about games like this, and
Sure.
I'm sure there's examples of when I've played them, but like, and this is something that I struggle with on a personal level. I like a more serious tone, I think.
Okay. I mean, that's
And
okay.
it's like that with most things. Like, I used to get frustrated playing D&D because people were they just didn't take it seriously enough. It was like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I was looking for, I was looking for Lord
Lord
of
of the
the
Rings.
Rings. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and so and I know, like, people would, like, probably say that's sacrilege because 'cause they're like, "Oh my god, like, D&D is that's the fun part, is just being silly and stuff." And it's like, I don't know, like, so I tend to not play like crazy silly games. I'm sure there's an example of a game that I've played that is a little more on the silly side.
Sure.
And you could argue that Zelda games flirt with that sometimes, but they're pretty serious in tone, I would say.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of humor that's sprinkled in, but it's not. Come on, lady. But it's not like I don't know. Like they're not trying to find the Triforce of poop and farts. Like it's
Right.
it's just like, oh, I slipped and fell, and it made a reep sound. Like that's as far as it really goes in that regard. So, I get it, man. And I mean, I oh, okay. I like both. I like both. And so if I was playing this game by myself, dude, I think I'd be like, oh man, this is great. But I'm so distracted that I'm not really getting the full experience of it.
Yeah.
And it's tough, dude. I haven't fixed my brain yet to do the multiple things, which is be entertaining, which is a struggle regularly, and play a video game.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you held a gun to my head and said you had to play this game for 9 hours and beat it, I'm sure I would really like it.
Sure.
The problem is getting motivated to play a game like this for me personally when there's so many options. Dude, I wanted to I
Yeah.
had like a couple hours to burn yesterday, and I just wanted to play some games, and I just sat there and like scrolled through the freaking
Yeah, dude, it's like Netflix now.
It sucks. Like it really does suck. Like I don't like all the options. I'm actually considering canceling Game Pass for that reason. It's like there's just too many freaking options.
Yeah, dude.
And really I'm the problem. Hey, hi, I'm the problem. It's
Hey,
me.
the problem is me.
It's really not. It's just I'm the worst. Like I'm slowly coming to that conclusion, which is good, man. It's better when you come to the conclusion that you're a piece of garbage and that you're the one that's hard to live
Yeah.
with than if someone tells you that, because then you get all defensive and stuff. But when you decide on your own accord, like, wait, I'm the asshole?
Yeah, I know, man.
Like, it's good though.
No, and I agree.
Self-improvement.
I think that's also my problem, and you know, our lost cause of the IGN top 100 video games of all time, and my readiness to sell my soul for it and all of the games that I got, which legit were all ones that I wanted to play. Okay, let's not be.
Yeah,
let's
we had
not
like
be
a
there.
draft.
Yeah. So, and I didn't get everything because some of them I couldn't. But and honestly, it's the reason why I have a Steam Deck, because I was like, well, I have to have it so I can play the Fallout games. And let me tell you, Fallout 2, struggle bus, bro, struggle bus. It's
Some of the best advice you ever gave me was to not buy a Steam Deck.
yes, and I
I
mean,
was thinking about that yesterday.
and here's the thing, like for me as a Mac user, it's my only option, and it's great. I have been able to play some Steam games that I would not be able to play, and I could probably do some of the like Game Pass games. You know what I mean? Like I could probably play. Well, Indiana Jones is now on PlayStation, but it wasn't for a while, and I could have played that. While my other PlayStation people would have been left in the dark, crying, masturbating in closets. Okay, but I am still like beholden to freaking trophies, man. Like, and that's my toxic trait. I have to have a trophy to, I don't know, like make myself feel validated because I have mental illness.
Here's my thing with the trophies. We're getting all over the place
I
here,
know.
but it's crazy how behind this. By the way, it's crazy how behind the stream is on my end.
Yeah.
Sorry for those of you that are like,
Well, they don't know.
but they don't know, but it's coming to you. You're in the past. We're in the present. The thing about PlayStation trophies, and I think why I never got into it, is like I'm not into digital anything, like digital currency, like that's why I never got into Bitcoin and all that,
Yeah.
and like crypto and stuff. It's not tangible, and so for me to like crush my soul to platinum a game, what does that even mean? It means that like if you go to my PlayStation profile, you can see that I have all these trophies. It'd be
Yeah.
different if Sony mailed me a freaking trophy. Now that, even if I had to pay for it, it's like you can only pay for this if you actually platinum the game. We will give you a platinum trophy physically to put on your mantle, but you have to like pay some fee, and maybe it's discounted if you have an account with them. Write
Sure.
that down, Sony, because us old heads want physical stuff. I don't care about digital stuff
True. There
that
you
much.
are. Jeez.
That much. I just don't.
Well,
It's-
I mean, in the
like-
era
it's-
of dying physical media, like, yeah, of course.
yeah.
I want
Why not?
that
Why
stuff.
not double down on physical stuff, Sony? Like, why not? Why not adopt this dying thing that most people don't want? I don't know, man. It's like why. This is getting philosophical, but it's
Get
why
Philly,
like
baby.
I never made up like. See if you can follow me here.
Okay.
I thought I'm naive in a lot of things that people do and have happened. I don't conservative upbringing, I think.
Sure.
But like when I found out that people like would make fake profiles on the internet so they can like troll and like be
Oh,
other
okay.
people on the internet.
Sure.
I thought that was so weird. Because it's like this like digital second life that like isn't real.
Yeah.
It's not tangible. You don't actually look like that, or you don't actually do any of those things. So it's like, what's the freaking point?
True.
It's just this fake thing
True.
that like I don't
digital
understand.
cosplay.
I know, dude, but isn't that weird? Wouldn't you rather just cosplay?
Well, yeah, obviously.
But you know what I'm saying? Like some people wouldn't. They're like, nah, I'd rather not leave my house. I'll just digitally do it. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's so freaking weird to me.
Well, okay.
Weird's not the right word.
I get
but
that. I get that. The difference is, well, okay. If you're trolling people, then that's not okay. Hands down, not okay. Get the F out of here with that nonsense.
It was okay at one point, but now it's not. Like
Yeah,
we've learned,
well-
we've evolved as a species.
Well, and because trolling got like really specific and really mean, and there's a difference
Yeah.
like between saying something like casual, like "You're such a fart head," like that's I
Yeah.
mean fine, but then it's like you don't deserve to breathe the same oxygen
Yes.
as someone as insignificant as Tony Blair. I don't know. Sorry, Tony Blair. I don't know anything about you.
Oddly specific example, but okay. Your mom, like it's.
Right.
I liked the internet when it was like a funny was like your mom goes to college was like your troll, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That was like your. But I just don't. I don't know how this got here, but yeah, that's why I don't care about trophies. I think I would if I could accumulate them. But then it's the opposite side of the coin, dude, where like let's just say you were a trophy hunter and PlayStation did give you like physical trophies and stuff. Then you accumulate like 1,000 of them, and then you wake up one day and you're 45 and you're like, dude, my house is cluttered with shit. I need to get
True.
rid of this stuff. And then you're like, do I sell it? Do I donate it? What do I do with this?
Yeah, and
And-
I mean it's even that same kind of way with like Oscars and things like that. You know, like there are some folks that like they just give them away because they don't care, dude. Like they're just like
I don't want that baggage.
Yeah, exactly. They're like that ain't even me anymore, man.
And physical stuff, it can become baggage. So I don't know. I don't know what I want, man. I don't know what I want. I want it all.
And I want it now. Wow.
That's right.
Um,
That's right.
Cool. My thing with trophies is that first of all, they got me early, and I think that was the big deal for me. Like I like, first of all, I like the hit, the dopamine hit that you get when
Ooh, yeah.
you hear that pling. Like it's so good, dude. It is just, oh, it's so good. And then the special one when you get that platinum, bro, like that's even better.
So they started that in 2008 on the PlayStation 3, which makes sense why I never got hooked because I briefly had a PlayStation 3
Sure.
and then didn't pretty quickly. So
I did.
I never
and then I didn't.
I wouldn't have gotten into it the way that you did.
Yeah.
I don't know. That wasn't an appropriate sound effect. I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think, you know what, I'm slowly learning in this life, and I need to tattoo this on myself or somehow like have this implanted into my brain, you know, via Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
But it's like, just let people do whatever they want.
Sure. Yeah.
So if you're into digi trophies, good for you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that makes you happy.
Well,
I'm
and I
into
don't
physical
view
trophies. Not really.
And I don't view it as, you know, like a currency. Like it is very different than Bitcoin or NFTs or anything. Like it's very different to me.
NFTs.
Yeah, dude, right. Which I own some NFTs.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, hold that thought though. I want to circle back. I want to go back on what I just said.
Okay.
I think what I meant to say was it's okay to not have an opinion on stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like the fact that I even went off on like a rant about trophies, I don't even need to have an opinion on that. Like just let people do what they want to do. You don't always have to have an opinion on anything. There's a philosophy on that. I know I've like read that somewhere. Like, it's okay not to have an opinion. But now that we've gotten down that rabbit hole, I am curious to know what NFTs you do own, sir.
Okay.
Because I definitely never got off on that never got in on that bandwagon.
Well,
for all the reasons I just mentioned.
Okay. So what had happened was, I'm a DC fan. I love DC, Batman, Superman. They're my jam. Okay. At one point, Warner Brothers / DC Comics, which I hate saying DC Comics because it's Detective Comics, but whatever, that's what everyone says, so I'll go along with it. They did this like NFT thing, and it was free to sign up, and essentially what you would do is you would be like, here's my account, and then you could give them, like, I think in the initial, like, you could buy like an extra for like $50 or something. And I was like, all right, fine. Like, I was kind of like, oh yeah, the hype, dude. Like, let's do this. So I got the free one, and then I got I paid $50 because I was sucked in mental illness, you know? So I was like, all right, cool, let's do this. Well, it was, they had comic book covers, they had Batman cowls or masks, if you want to be pedestrian about it. And it was I don't know, man. Like, the Batman cowl that I got was it was like kind of like a green and gold, like, so Loki from the Marvel Universe colors, and I was like, oh, that's actually like kind of unique. I kind of like that. And then after that, they would have releases of comic book covers and stuff, and in some cases you would get the comic book as well. And they were struggling to try to make that thing a reality, because definitely they were like, hey, we were trying to sell these things for like $100 a pop, but if you want one, you could get it for $10. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Like, I've never read Superman #5, whatever. Like, sure, I'll pay $10 to be able to read that as a digital comic. And then it was in my collection, and it was great. I think that happened like maybe 2 times after that. So my NFT collection is 4 or 5. I did not sell any of them.
But I never know or never understood, like, what do you do with it? Like, what?
Yeah,
like, do
exactly.
you like post it to your Facebook wall? For those of you that remember the wall.
Yeah, it's I think it is just it's the art industry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fugazi, it's
a fugazi.
Fairy dust. It doesn't exist.
But at least if you bought and that's why I never understood. People like try to say that it's art. Like, then you own this piece of art. I'm like, but do you take it to like Kinko's and get it printed, or like I don't get it. Like,
because it's a non-fungible token. You can't funge it, bro.
That's what's so weird to me. It's like, if I bought a painting, I would hang the painting on my mantle and enjoy it. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Make it your freaking desktop wallpaper on your computer? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Well, and some people do. I mean, that was a big thing. I forget what they were called, but they were like those monkeys. Like the monkey heads. It was like something ape.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think that was the big one. I don't know.
It was like drunk ape or like sleepy ape or some shit like that.
Exactly,
I don't
exactly, bro.
I know Gary V got super into it. He's like, no, man, like in like 10 years, you're gonna have like the V friends, like, and you can come and like meet me like whenever I'm in town, and just give me $1 million, and then you'll just show me your NFT badge, and I'll just be like, hey, bro, yeah, hey. It's like, what?
Yeah,
it's such a scam, dude. I mean, I like Gary V a lot. We don't have to get into that, but like that was a miss, Gary. I think it was a miss. You've called a couple of trends over the years, and built your following on the back of like being kind of ahead of the curb. But NFTs, brother, you were freaking totally wrong in my humble opinion. But because you don't ever hear anybody talk about NFTs anymore.
I know.
And it's because I feel like it's dead, but I also haven't done a lot of research on it. So call me out if I'm the person that's wrong. We've already established that I am the problem. Looks like we got 3 folks watching.
Nice.
If you're watching, comment
what the hell I'm
something.
supposed to do, because I think I'm lost.
Comment if you like this game, which you probably do, because that's probably why you're watching. You're not watching for us. You're watching
No.
because you like this game.
Uh,
Maybe you're curious. Maybe you're high on life curious. Maybe you played it. Maybe you beat it and you just want to relive this moment. I don't care. We're just happy to have you.
Absolutely.
What else is going on, man? I'll tell you what. I saw this meme.
All right.
And it got me thinking, and I want to ask you this question.
Me.
I'm gonna meme you. Age yourself with a movie you saw at the cinema. It's funny that they call it the cinema when you were a kid.
Jurassic Park.
I was gonna say that one too, but is that really that old?
Yeah, dude.
It is.
It's old.
It's 95. I'm gonna call it 95. When did Jurassic Park movie come out? Because it's also a book. 93, baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Okay, you had me by 2 years. I was gonna say that's a great one by the way. I don't think I saw that in theaters. I might have.
So my mom, cool mom of the year moment right here. She picked up myself and my brother from school and then went to this local like Italian sandwich shop, got sandwiches for all 3 of us. And then I was like, what's happening? Like, is everything okay? Like, because you don't know when you're a kid, like you're getting pulled out of school. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And my mom was like,
Yeah.
She's like, just come with me. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Is someone dying in the family? I don't even understand. And my brother was just like, shut up, dude. I'm an asshole. And I was like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, dude, we roll up at our local cinema multiplex and we're seeing, it was like noon. We were seeing that matinee, bro. It was
I love that.
So cool.
When you told that story, I know that your mother doesn't look like this, but the only person I could picture as your mother, who's playing your mother in the biopic,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried to mute during that cough.
That's all right, dude.
Little under the weather, but the lady that was playing your mother in that biopic was the mom from Goodfellas, who's like actually Martin Scorsese's mom, and like played like the mom figure in tons of his movies. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like the old lady with like the little like white little afro.
Yeah.
She's like super Italian. She's like pulling you out of school, like I got you a meatball hoagie, and you're just like, thanks, mom. But you're not Italian in the movie.
No,
but she is.
It wasn't a meatball sub. It was you're definitely like the salami, capricola, zippy dola.
I got you a salami.
Yeah, dude, it was okay. I think I'm missing something here. I'm missing something over here.
But that's a lot of moms in my mind when people talk about their mom. I don't know why I just attribute mothers to that particular image. Mine, dude, all right, so I think I might have saw Jurassic Park in theaters as well, but the one that came to my mind immediately, like that like core childhood memory, was definitely Lion King.
Okay.
So that was 94. Yeah, dude. I mean, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
And I never knew as a kid that was like they were speaking like
Swahili or whatever.
Swahili. Yeah, like I just thought it was made up.
Nonsense. Well, I mean, we all kind of did, as kids, because kids are kind of awful, Dang it, dude.
Yeah, I liked that movie a lot. For some reason I thought I saw Little Mermaid, but then I looked it up and that came out in '89, so I certainly didn't see that in theaters. And if I did, I would have been not conscious of it. I would have been a little baby man.
Yeah.
A little baby.
Yeah.
But that begs the question, man. There's an interesting reincarnation theory that like when we die,
we're reincarnated as a slime.
Potentially, or reincarnated as a baby, we have our full consciousness that we had from our past life, but as time goes on, we forget it, and that's why babies cry a lot.
Oh, dang.
They're sad.
Dude, that's awful.
I know, dude. So you're just trapped in this baby body, and you're just like, no, my life. Where did it go? Who are these weird people? And then you just slowly learn to love them.
Well, I mean, getting good. You know, it's good that eventually you get used to the horrible people that you're stuck with.
There's a little bit of a silver lining there.
Yeah.
To be had. I keep refreshing the chat and coming up short. So you know what?
Well,
like
screw
you, chat.
Well, then I will ask you, and I hate doing this, man. I will ask you to help me try to get. It's like
pull up a dam.
Pull up a dam, dude. I am. This is the one thing that I will say I hate about this game is like you don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, dude. Like you don't know what the hell you're supposed to do, and it's like I know there's a thing here, clearly that I need to like use.
Explode.
Yeah, or like it's like a.
Just explain this to me. Explain where you're at, what you're doing. I have no context to even type into the Google box.
Find Dr. Giblets on Zephyr.
Dude, that was actually like it populated, bro. Can't progress Dr. Giblets? Question mark.
Yeah.
I started the Dr. Giblets bounty, but it won't let me select OK to go through the portal. Did you try to go through the portal?
We are in the portal.
Okay.
So we're on the planet.
Okay, so we're on the planet. This is the IGN, not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yet. Dr. Giblets bounty walkthrough. Okay, so you got that. Then you did the thing.
Yeah, I'm at like a big okay, so and here's okay. I know I need to go over there, right? I need to get but I don't know how to get there. Like
ahead, you'll enter the mine outskirts, which is swarming with enemies. Once you've killed them all, head towards the sludge just past the final warp bases to enter the battle. Fly across the sludge and use the mag boots to stick onto the crystal-lined rock wall on the left. Right there, crystal-lined rock wall on the left.
My God, dude. I just got these damn things during the last stream.
Yeah.
This is the problem with only playing a game once a week.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Is that it?
That was it, dude. That got me.
All right, cool. I like that.
Now we got this. Oh my God, dude.
I'm losing consciousness.
It's okay. I'm trying to put you out of your misery, dude.
Yeah, I like that you're doing that.
127 hours yourself, but with legs.
So how many hours do you think you have in this game?
Let's see. 2, 3, 6, 7? Probably 7.
3675309. Something like that.
Something like that. 8675309.
Thank you.
That's Jenny, if you didn't know.
Okay, so is this Dr. Giblets' base?
Okay, so we found the
Uh,
base. All right, cool.
With just
Well,
a little bit of
yeah.
detective work. Let's look around for clues.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I know.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna explain this plot poorly. Guess the movie. Schizophrenic teen begins understanding robots, seeing ghosts, and listens to a talking frog urging him to kill his dad. Would you like me to reread it?
Okay. Yes. Now, and a little slower.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Schizophrenic teen begins understanding robots, seeing ghosts, and listens to a talking frog urging him to kill his dad.
Okay, so schizophrenic teen. Schizophrenic teen. Okay, I'm stuck on that. All right.
Don't get stuck on that.
Understands computers.
Begins understanding robots.
Begins understanding robots. Okay.
Seeing ghosts.
Seeing ghosts. Like, this isn't Sixth Sense, because he doesn't do...
And listens to a talking frog urging him to kill his dad.
Yeah, talking for... All I think is Kermit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want me to give you the answer?
the ball
Can you
here.
give me another hint?
Mm,
Okay, yeah, I think I
Huge
get a sense
fandom.
of what happened here.
Oh, Star Wars?
Yes.
Wait, how? Okay.
Think about it. Schizophrenic teen begins understanding robots, seeing ghosts, and listens to a talking frog urging him to kill his dad.
Okay, so the
I don't understand the schizophrenic part. Is a little
Same.
confusing.
That's the one, because like if you're gonna go big with it, then it's like, oh, maybe it's because he's hearing Obi-Wan's voice after Obi-Wan's gone, but like
Yeah.
that's very broad. This is where I came. Okay, that was tough. That was tough.
That one was tough.
But I did get there. So let's hit me with another one. Do you have another one?
I don't, but I can.
Okay. Yeah, give me pull up a damn another one of those, because I do like these.
Shit. Sorry, wrong bit. I mean, howdy there,
The key
detective.
clap. I love the creamy
It's like the
soundingness
lab
of your
where Dr.
keyboard.
Giblets did his experiments. There's
Thank
gotta
you.
be something helpful in
It's
here.
really creamy. It is cream colored. It's supposed to look like retro 90s.
Yeah.
Experiments on his own henchmen?
There's an entire subreddit called "Explain a Film Plot Badly."
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I know
Reddit.
it's fucked up.
Everything's on
I
Reddit.
knew it was fucked up. Dr. Giblets must have been losing his mind.
There we go.
Queer, look at all these drone heads. Dr. Giblets was an expert at creating
All right.
cybernetic organisms.
I think I know which one I did, and I apologize in advance if any of this is like inappropriate or something. Like that is not the intention, because it doesn't tell me the answer either. Woman in her 30s falls for a guy in his 30s, but he is only 12 in his mind. Nobody seems to care. The villain has the funniest jokes in the film.
I think that's big.
I think so too, but
Which, if you think about it, like it is weird. Like, and it's the whole like 13 going on 30 kind of thing too.
Yeah.
It's the same deal. Like it's a kid that's in an adult body falling for an adult. But like, dude, think back
okay,
in the
Oh, go
80s.
ahead.
Like that was a very common thing.
dude, super common trope. Yeah, dude. All right, so big is wrong.
Oh,
Good guess, but no. Billy Madison was another guess, which is a good guess. Nope. Forrest Gump, someone said damn good guess, but not the movie I have in mind.
Okay.
Hook. I didn't realize so many movies fit this plot, but Hook is not it. Jack. That's the one I was thinking of. Jack, you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Jumanji. Haha. Just
Come-
now realizing how many films this clue fits.
Yeah. That, I mean, it does.
Somebody guessed Elf. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Batman Forever. That's funny.
That one's a stretch for sure.
13 going on 30 is the obvious, like it's too obvious, and they said no.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore. Second person to guess that, and Shooter McGavin didn't have the best lines. Okay.
True.
Okay.
True.
Did Dr. Giblets write this?
Yeah. I mean, Shooter was kind of a
of-
jerk. I mean, on purpose, you know.
Of Mice and Men.
Well, I mean,
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Zoolander, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
Magnum.
For what? Science? Just
Um,
science in general? Do they really give out second place trophies
It's not
for
right.
science?
Waterboy.
Jeez, it looks like Dr.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Giblets
funny.
didn't get first.
Nope, that was wrong. Come on, get to the
get to the juicy
climax here.
bits. Yeah, let's climb.
I gotta, dude. Oh, there's a lot of guesses on here. Where's the freaking answer?
Well, and I love that the guy who came up with it is realizing how dumb he is because of the internet. That is great success, in my opinion, because everyone needs to be humbled a little bit. Okay, that is my hot take of the day. Hot take of the day.
Whoa!
Everyone
He's
needs
giving it to us
be
raw
humbled.
dog.
I'm raw dogging this hot take.
I don't even know this movie. Kicking It Old School.
Same. No idea. Is that the movie?
Wow, that's the movie apparently. Wow, I know, dude. That
Way to
sucks.
pick a movie that nobody knows or cares about.
No.
I guarantee anybody in the chat doesn't give a rat's ass about that film.
I like this one only because I think I know what it is.
Mhm.
Woman ignores the advances of a man for most of the movie until she finds out her boyfriend stole all his pickup lines from the protagonist. Is that Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind?
I think it could be. I mean, Cyrano de Bergerac is the first thing that came to my mind. That's the whole. That's the whole premise of the movie, play, whatever. Like, it's. It could be Hitch as well, because there's a lot of everything that. Well, sort of. The Kevin James character is getting pickup advice from. From Will Smith's character Hitch, but what ends up happening is like at the end of the movie, the gal that is falling for the Kevin James character, she actually likes him. She likes him more than the person that he was trying to be, and so it like works out perfectly.
Someone
think
guessed
that's
it.
Okay,
I don't. It. Let's reread the description and keep it in the back of our mind. Woman ignores the advances of a man for most of the movie until she finds out her boyfriend stole all his pickup lines from the protagonist. Is she talking about like Bill Burrow, like? But it was really the one kid that your hair is Auburn fire or whatever he says. I don't know. Never mind.
sure. Dude,
10 Things I Hate About You. That's a good.
That is a good one.
guess.
Dude, that's such a good movie, man. It's been forever since I've seen that, though.
Oh, dude, in terms of like rom-coms, that is a great one.
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge, which I freaking love that movie.
Yeah.
My gift is my soul.
But I'm poor and I want some booty.
Dude, Ewan
what it's
McGregor
about.
crushes in that
I
movie,
know,
dude.
dude.
I think I tried out for one of the musicals in high school with My Gift Is My Song, but the Moulin Rouge version of it.
Oh, of course. Well,
We could be lovers. See, that movies like that are what gave me an unrealistic view of love.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wanted to meet courtesan or
Yeah.
how you say that word?
Yeah.
And just have her be smitten by me and leave the life of the red light district and
Well, if you
didn't happen.
if you like that idea,
spoiler alert.
if you like that idea, I highly recommend you checking out The Apothecary Diaries. There's 3 ways that you can watch or consume The Apothecary Diaries. You can read the light novel, which is where it started. You can read the manga, or you can watch the nominated for Best Anime but didn't win because it was totally robbed by Solo Leveling anime that is available on Crunchyroll. It's actually really freaking good, dude. It's so...
And it's about that. It's about like
Okay, so-
a woman of the night falling for a young man.
Sort of. Okay, so the main character, Mao Mao, she is an apothecary who grew up in the red light district.
What's an apothecary?
A chemist.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Yep.
she did alchemy and medicine.
Yep. Okay, alchemist. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I
And
thought
it's-
that's kind of what that reminded me of.
And it's set in, like, I don't want to say like ancient Japan, but it's, it's got old vibes, old throwback vibes. It's definitely like so essentially what happens is she's going out to like harvest herbs. She gets kidnapped and is sold into slavery at the rear palace. Slavery is a loose term because she does get paid.
Ooh.
Well, okay, but it's like
Ooh la la.
well, okay. Her job in the beginning is like doing laundry. Like she's a servant of the rear palace, and the option was like if like it's illegal to sell someone a slave that you pick up, but it is legal to sell someone in your family because like we don't have enough money, we can't support this. Like we're gonna sell our child to work at the rear palace. We're gonna take their money. Well, people found a workaround, obviously, in this case. So anyway, she ends up working for the rear palace, and then she's like sleuthing some stuff out. Like she's figuring some stuff out, and then she's like finds out that this makeup was poison, and she saves some of the concubines, which it's exactly what you think. The emperor has a stable of bitches.
A stable of what?
Of bitches, concubines.
Okay.
So that's the whole. I mean, he.
I didn't really want you to repeat that for like shock factor. I thought you said witches. I was like,
No,
wait, what?
bitches. He's got some
Okay.
bitches. He,
Okay.
A place to park is Peter. That's what
Whoa.
they are. So she ends
Rated
up
M
working
for mature.
one of the concubines, and dude, it again, she gets herself into some interesting situations. She's not okay. First of all, you fall in love with her. She's like cute in her own like frumpy way, but like
Love that.
you immediately fall for her, dude. Like she's so freaking cute. The only thing that sucks is it's like she's 17, you know, and like but like 17 is the age of consent in Japan, which is why a lot of characters are that age, which technically the age of consent in America in half, if not 60% of the states is 17. So it's weird. I don't like that I'm talking about this, but I'm trying to justify the fact that I have a crush on an animated character. That is not real at all.
Well, listen, I think that's why manga gets a bad rap, because there is some like sketchy manga that gets written by like super adult men in Japan. There was like a docu-series probably on like, God, what's that? Vice? It's probably on Vice or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what this reminded me of? And you've sold me. I need to like
it, dude. It is.
I like
so,
that trope.
Well, and here's the thing. It's
And it's because of Moulin Rouge.
well, and it's also if you liked the show House at all, like it's kind of like that, because she's like sleuthing out different things. Like someone will become ill and she's trying to figure out the solution to it or whatever. And like it's so good. And there's partially a romance there, but it's also like the reluctant romance. You know what I mean? Like
I love the reluctant romance.
yeah, like the main character that you're supposed, like the person that you're trying to ship with her, you don't like.
I want them to almost kiss and then pull back because they're like, should we do this? I don't know. And then they don't until the end of the movie.
Well, in season, like here's the thing, like the male protagonist is gorgeous, could have any man that he wanted, just a beautiful man, handsome, beautiful, whatever you want to. Beautiful boy. Yes, and so he got anyone that he wants, but all he wants is Mountain, and she doesn't want anything to do with him at all.
You know what this reminds me of?
Yes.
When you ask someone for directions, and they, instead of just telling you what to type into the GPS, they give you like turn by turn.
And then
you know what
like,
I'm talking about? Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah. And then they're also.
I hate that so much. I don't hate this, but I do. It just reminded me of that. I'm just like, you're going into extreme detail, which is good. But sometimes when people do that for directions, I'm like, dude, I don't care where freaking bum turd road is. I don't know. I just have to put it in my GPS. Like, just tell me the address. Yeah, man, you just jump on interstate, blah, 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 and you go down like exactly 13.4 miles, and then you take the exit, and then you turn right onto blah, blah, blah on Mau Mau Road.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I'm not being critical of your story. I like that you know this and that you can give me this direction. And it all stemmed from Ewan McGregor's beautiful performance in Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
He was in Back to the Future. Did you know that Ewan McGregor's like uncle was in one of the original Star Wars movies?
Yeah, he was Wedge.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. All right, someone guessed Back to the Future. Okay, I don't care. We're done with this particular one. Revealing the solution here. I'll reread it because we got off on a tangent. Woman ignores the advances of a man for most of the movie until she finds out her boyfriend stole all his pickup lines from the protagonist. Dan in real life.
Huh. Okay.
Have I seen that?
I've never seen it, but I know the movie poster. It's Steve Carell laying his head on a stack of pancakes with syrup. And I think...
Oh, I think so too.
And that's like... I've wanted to watch it like that, and there's the other Schmucks, Dinner for Schmucks or something, eating Schmucks. Same situation where it's like it's a Steve Carell movie. I like Steve Carell. I've just never watched it. It's also Paul Rudd. I like Paul Rudd, but I'm like, I don't know if I really want to. I don't know. I just never have the opportunity. It's like some of the Judd Apatow movies. You know, like if you don't catch it when it's hot, you're like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
Oh yeah, this one's funny. Excuse me, I'm under the weather. I went on a cruise. It was this whole thing. That's why I wasn't here for the last 2 weeks. We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
But this one's unsolved as of 21 minutes ago, and I think it would be fun for us to post on this Reddit live.
Okay.
It says this is I was drawn to this one because it's so stupid. Boy and girl work together. He gets all the credit in the end. What? Is that every movie pre 2016 or
Right.
something like that?
Right. I mean,
What the F, dude?
kinda.
Someone said wanted.
I mean, kinda.
That's funny. That's funny.
But
Any guesses that we can put on the subreddit? We should have we need to get a Reddit for the channel because that would be funny.
yeah, absolutely. Okay. Man, I think there's so many potential things, you know what I mean, that like it could be, and it's I mean, because yeah, dude, that happens so often. Like the female character ends up solving everything. It's kind of like Hermione, you know, like the only reason why.
Oh, Harry Potter. Should I
Yeah.
put that?
If it's not done, then yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
because that's
Harry
exactly
Potter.
it, man. Like Harry Potter gets all the credit, which he shouldn't. And Ron is useless, dude. Like he's freaking useless.
He really is. That more to come on that. We'll get a notification here shortly, I'm sure. They're a top 1%er, the person that posted. So you know they're living on Reddit, right?
But who wouldn't? You know?
Oh my! I can't even read this one. I refuse as the father of small children. I can't read that one.
Oh,
but it is
well,
really funny.
Now okay. You got to tell me after stream then, because I want to know.
Okay, I will.
But you're not gonna tell chat.
This is funny. They come, they leave. One is born, one dies. They come. What? 2 hours ago, and it's solved already.
Okay. They come, they leave, they come. I mean,
Forrest Gump was a guess. Someone, and then the response was, "It will never be Forrest Gump."
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a single come.
So funny.
Well, actually two, because one happened in the dorm room with the roommate aware. It was, oh god, that happened, and then
A rival? I don't even know.
well, I mean, that makes sense because they arrived, they came, they left, and then they came again. So like that makes sense.
It makes sense, you know. I always hated myself. I knew I'd get the guts to do it one of these days. Good for me.
I just peeked over,
This-
and Jordan, if you're still in chat, what up, dude? It's been a minute.
Wait,
I hope you'll forgive me.
is he in TikTok?
No, YouTube.
Have a good day.
Jordan Fields.
What the F, dude?
We all want a free courtesaan. What? Yeah. and yeah, dude. I mean, who would?
Why am I not getting chat?
Did you reload? God, what am I trying to
Yeah,
say?
no, I've definitely been refreshing, if that's what you mean.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'll just get on YouTube and just like actively watch our stream. We'll just do it ghetto style. Let's go. What pull up a damn all right. Whoa, nope. Gotta turn off the sound.
Yeah.
Live chat. Join the conversation, interact with the creator, and others watching this. Open panel. What the heck, dude?
What? I don't know.
I don't know either. This kind of sucks.
Well,
I'm on my personal. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Jordan, that's hilarious. We all want a free cortisone. Jesus.
well, I mean,
All right.
well, and yeah, dude. I mean, plus, Nicole Kidman, bro. I mean,
Oh my
oh
god.
my god, dude.
In her freaking prime, bro.
I mean, even
She's such a great singer
well, and
as
she
well.
and she has, you know, that natural like Australian accent or whatever, and it just melts my freaking heart, dude.
They were a great couple too, let's be honest. Like and then you had the creepy I forget what he was. He was some sort of like royalty from that era. That was like trying to buy her,
Oh
but he
yeah,
was giving money to the Moulin Rouge.
yeah.
Spectacular.
Well,
We
and
gotta watch that movie soon.
and also I need you to look up the cast for that, because I'm picturing someone in my head, and I don't think it's that actor, but I want to know who the actor is now.
You got it, Big Daddy.
Um,
Nicole Kidman as Satine.
Yeah. Also,
Ewan
John
McGregor.
Leguizamo is there as well, which I love that man.
So sorry. Yes. All right. That was the one I was thinking of. Jim Broadbent as Harold Zidler.
Okay. What else has he been in?
He has been in a ton of stuff. He was one of the professors in, no, he was in Harry Potter.
Okay.
I think he was a professor. Bridget Jones' Diary, Paddington. He was in the Narnia movies. Who does he play? He is best known for films like Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Okay. Is it Slughorn? Professor Slughorn?
Stand by. Stand by.
Stand
Loading.
by me.
Loading. 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 Okay, geez, come on, dude. Like, put the most popular movie he's been in at the top. You piece of hot garbage.
Garbage.
Dude, he's one of those people that he's like, I know his face, but I don't know his name.
Yeah.
He's been in so much shit. You're just gonna be like, oh, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
Oh my god.
Oi.
Wait, where is it? He was Harold Zidler. Come on, dude. He was in Gangs of New York. He played the mayor in Gangs of New York. Nope. Still nothing.
No. Like I said, what was his name in Harry Potter?
I
I thought that's what you were looking up. I was like, is it Slughorn? And you were like, hang on.
Oh, Professor Horace Slughorn.
Okay, yeah. So the funny thing is, the one movie that always pops out to me for that man is Hot Fuzz. He's the chief.
Yeah,
of police.
I didn't think that you would guess that one, so I didn't even
Dude,
like.
Hot Fuzz is like top 5 favorite movies of all time, bro. So good. A great big bushy beard. I love him.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you guessed all like the main people from Moulin Rouge. To be real,
Okay.
like I don't recognize a lot of these people.
Okay.
All right, let me give you another one. This one might be right up your alley. Apparently, it was solved 7 hours ago.
Okay.
A fictional DC character was born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on a Wednesday, sick on Thursday, worse on Friday, died on Saturday, and buried on Sunday.
Well, okay, that's a play on Solomon Grundy. So that was the first thing that popped into my head, which
Someone guessed that, right? But did he have a movie? That's what they said.
He didn't. Died though. I mean, Superman died in Batman v Superman.
The Accountant is whatever that is.
The Accountant.
Yeah, I'm like, what? But
Now, where the hell am I going? I know I gotta go home, but it's like, can you put my point, my compass point there, please?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
This is more of a side note for our channel.
Mhm.
Restream sucks.
Yeah,
We need to
I
break up with that service
I
immediately.
100% when you said like, hey, this is what we're doing, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then for those of you who are on TikTok, you have a bad experience. I am sorry, because we are using Restream. We need to find something that gives us the option for vertical
better.
streaming. Yeah. So
There's got to be someone that like converts it in real time, and then freaking we'll figure this
so that we
out.
can
I'm done
stack
with
it, dude.
Restream.
Yeah, man.
We're breaking up with Restream immediately. The fact that I'm not getting chat,
Yeah.
and we don't get a lot of chat.
I know. And it's, so
But when
if we
you
missed
chat-
one, that's the one that we missed.
Dude, I mean, seriously, what a freaking joke. What a crappy service. Okay, let's do one more of these and then we'll move on for all the people barfing in their mouths at this, us trying to guess poorly described movie plots if you're just coming in here. I started this trend accidentally. I thought it was just going to be a short little snippet, but somehow we really
we
doubled,
are.
tripled down on it. Oh man, I don't know. Like, I want it to be a good one to end on. Okay, this one, I think I know this one.
Okay.
Privileged kid is continuously enabled and faces virtually no consequences for his actions in this coming of age film with a very repetitive soundtrack and a suspicious amount of workplace violence. And it was posted a day ago, 181 responses. That sounds like Ferris Bueller's Day Off to me.
Well, it also kind of sounds like Batman. You know, like privileged kid. You know, like.
I like where your head's at. Someone said Harry Potter series.
Well, and also like very consistent soundtrack. Like the Batman song is the same in every movie, sort of. Like a slight difference.
Someone said Peter Pan.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, that's
Home Alone.
His whole thing.
A lot of Home Alone.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone said Batman Begins. There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
No Bale and switches here.
Christian
Willy-
Bale.
Willy Wonka. That's funny. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not a privileged kid, but you know, whatever.
American Psycho, which you still have not seen, dude. How have
Yeah.
you not freaking seen that movie? You have, like, I know a lot of times I suggest things that you may potentially hate. I do not think you will hate that movie. I think you will.
No, I agree. I think
There's this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you. Come on.
Well, there's this great sequence at the beginning of the movie. I'll give it. I mean, it's not like vital to the plot or anything, and it's like super famous. It's like a group of these guys,
Yeah, talking about
including.
business cards.
Yeah, and so when I got my first job where I could like order my own business cards, in the back of that movie was so like ingrained in my psyche that I ordered like really thick,
Bone.
freaking like embossed like
Yeah.
business cards, and they were just way too nice
Yeah.
for the position that I held at that company.
Same.
And yeah, man, I think that's where that came from for me personally. But what were you gonna say about American Psycho? It's such a great movie, dude.
Well, and I agree. I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff that I would like. Lost Boys is another one that I still haven't seen that I know that you're bummed about. But and here's the thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was the purpose of our initial YouTube journey, was that we were going to introduce movies to each other, because there's movies that I've seen that you haven't that I think you would like. I mean, I gave you a list of like 30 at one point, and it was all, you know, like Naked Gun and Spies Like Us and Mel Brooks movies. Like, you've seen one Mel Brooks movie maybe, like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
If you called me tomorrow and said, I want to completely revamp our YouTube channel to watching movies together,
Yeah.
Okay, so we did find Dr. Giblets.
I would do it.
He is dead, but we
But
also
only
found
if we could watch it in real time.
Yeah.
Imagine every week you came. Yeah, I'm gonna pitch a
I come more
YouTube
than one
channel
time a
idea.
week.
functional.
I'm gonna pitch a YouTube channel idea to you, and someone's gonna steal this. It probably, I know it already exists,
guarantee it.
but every week and you go back and forth. The one brings either a television series or
that would be irresponsible.
like a really good episode of a television series, like
Yes, I can definitely
Star Wars
fix that.
or Star Trek: The Original Series comes to mind. Like, you come to me with like one episode.
Yep. We
Same
do
with
that.
movies, and we watch it
Nothing.
in real time. and the way you escape the copyright is kind of like how we did Hey Arnold and some other things that we did in
Right.
this format, and you just like only periodically show.
Yeah.
Editing nightmare, by the way, for those of you at home, very time consuming. But
Yeah.
but you're experiencing those movies for the first time, and yeah, it's cool. It would, you know, it's fun to watch movies with your friends.
No,
And
I agree.
honestly, I've almost bought an Oculus and tried to convince Drew to buy an Oculus so many times just so we could virtually watch movies in a virtual movie theater together. I don't even care about the gaming aspect of it. I just want to hang out.
Well, and the thing is it's not real enough. Like this is to me would be the same as doing online VR, whatever. Like we're still able to like see each other and chat and whatever. Like until it becomes like Sword Art Online or like Ready Player One or something like that, where it's a neural net and you're literally experiencing everything through your avatar in another world. When that happens, then hell yeah, dude, I'm in.
You're in.
Take all my money, take all my blood and other fluids. Just hook me up to a cradle, a creche, if you will, and let me live in a world where I can respawn in town.
Well, with all that being said, I'm going to reread this and we're going to put a close to Explain a Film Plot Badly subreddit.
Yeah.
Privileged kid is continuously enabled and faces virtually no consequences for his actions in this coming-of-age film with a very repetitive soundtrack and a suspicious amount of workplace violence. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is... I was looking for a drum roll, but I don't think we have it.
No, we don't. You did that
Adventureland.
Huh, dude, I've seen that movie. Yeah, like I saw it once.
It's a great movie.
I'm not a Jesse Eisenberg fan, and I'm also not a what's her name from Twilight fan.
Oh yeah, dude, I love her.
I don't.
Had a big crush on that siren.
I bet. To me, she just smells, or it looks like she smells and tastes like hot garbage. But yeah,
maybe. She's had some life changes in recent years since Twilight.
Sure.
And she is looking a little more sweaty these days.
Yeah, like okay, to me, she's just like Christina Aguilera, and I'll take Christina Aguilera any day over what's her face. I can't even think of her name.
When she came out that song "Dirty," and she was like dancing in like the little like pool of water. Okay, boy and girl work together. He gets all the credit in the end. We guessed Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know, this is one thing I hate about Reddit. And this person's pretty mild. A lot of times people are like super gatekeepy and like nasty and stuff, but their response, nope. And then in like parentheses is like, I think that's on the banned list. Like, bro, F your banned list on Explain a Film Plot Badly.
Yeah.
There's a ban list. There's stuff that I'm not allowed to guess. And apparently Forrest Gump's on there too. It's like, dude, I don't know. Well, that's why I don't participate on Reddit very often. It's just so annoying.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I guess. If you
it's not that serious.
No, it's not. It's not. I feel like people really just want to make waves so that they can raise the ire of someone else. And that's it, dude. They don't really, if they really believe that and they really like stress over it consistently, then damn, you know, just it's not that serious.
It's not. It really isn't. That was a fun little segment. Now, Drew, what I want you to do, and we've sort of done something like this before, and we won't spend too much time on this, but I would like you to age yourself with a discontinued snack you'd sell your soul for right now.
God.
Okay,
okay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. You want me to...
There's a lot that's happening in my head. So let me just talk this out with you, okay? PB Crisps were one of the best things on the planet, okay? Additionally, and I've said this before, the gummy soda-licious was also phenomenal, dude. Amazing. Like, it was so freaking good.
Sorry, I don't mean to be cryptic. I'm just.
And so,
this
like,
is tough. You know,
there's
this is
that.
really
I mean,
hard.
the
I just
the
don't want
cheese
you to
balls, like
hate
the
me.
Planters cheese balls, like those came back. I feel like
Yeah.
they're not the same though. You know, like I think something was missed in that formula. I also really loved Surge, dude. Like I would love for Surge to come back and have a zero sugar version. I know that
It
kind
did
of
come
defeats
back
the
though.
purpose.
Did you buy a bunch of it when it was back temporarily?
Yes, I did. I bought. I think when it. I mean, you know, when it was back, like the first initial thing, I bought 3 cases right off the rip. And then had because you could get it on Amazon. I had like a subscribe and save, and so I was getting like a case every 2 months or something like that. And I oh dang it, I was enjoying it myself. I was sharing it with friends. Like I was that guy, dude. I was the cool kid on campus sharing my Surge with folks. Even though I wasn't in college. And I wasn't a Matthew McConaughey-ing it either. You know, like, haha, good thing about college girls is I get older and they stay the same age. Yeah, I'm a perv, like, gross.
Yeah.
So,
Welcome to Applebee's. Table for 2, right this way.
sorry.
No, there's an Applebee's in this. That's so funny.
You didn't show up for a
The
shit,
most
sorry.
depressing
You
chain
still want a
restaurant you
table?
can
You know what?
physically go
You know,
to and
maybe
eat
this
at.
is a good spot to
Applebee's.
talk.
Welcome,
Yes,
and we're
we
sorry.
We will take a table.
But nah, man. So it's hard for me, dude, because like, plus, oh God, the pizza, chips. Keebler made chips at one point, and they had these pizza flavored. They were like Doritos.
Thank you.
So good, dude. Like also
Yeah.
just
Okay, listen, I'm
phenomenal.
sorry for making us sit here at Applebee's.
Mine,
I
the
know
first thing
we're
that comes to
really
mind is
focused on Lizzie,
Butterfinger
and that's
BBs.
kinda cool.
Yes,
Would you
dude. I
mind
loved
if I
Butterfinger
press
BBs.
something on
Yeah.
They're
my
so
phone?
poppable. And like
They
the
were.
chocolate was like wax, bro. And it was
That's
still
the
good.
only Butterfinger I want in my life. Like I don't care for Butterfingers really.
I love Butterfingers. I don't.
It gets so stuck in your teeth.
Yes. I don't like, for me, the standard Butterfinger is the best, but you have to get it unbroken, which is impossible. Every Butterfinger you will find in the wild anywhere is broken in half. For whatever people just don't take care of Butterfingers.
It's like toffee peanut butter or something. It's like a weird
Yeah, it's
whatever they do in that.
It's like
It's probably gonna get banned by RFK for being poison.
well, it's like there's like cornflakes in there, and I don't mean like Kellogg's cornflakes. I'm like
Yeah.
Okay, I like a Long Island iced tea.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's like a cornflake thing, and yeah, peanut butter and what. It's so good, dude. I'm a peanut butter head though, so I'll eat anything peanut butter flavored.
Peanut butter head. Yeah, I agree. My mind is actually blown by this when I realized that the song Who Let the Dogs Out is actually about ugly women in the club and not loose dogs.
Oh, dude, that kind of makes me not like the song anymore. Like, you know, if it's like if you were saying
Who let the dogs out?
like the thong song is actually about, you know, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, I'd be like, wait, what? Like, no.
Dude.
Okay. What do you want as an appetizer? Do you want crispy boneless wings, spinach artichoke dip, or chicken quesadilla? We're gonna split this.
Let's go spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah. I do.
That's a good. I
so
feel
good.
weird about a quesadilla, like with a friend, and then wings are weird too because you don't know, like,
Yeah,
you just don't know.
It's hard to get that breakdown, and plus, like, if it's bone-in wings, where are you gonna put the bones, dude? Like, you're gonna put those bones near, and someone's gonna be like, I don't want to have an indirect kiss with my friend here via a wing bone, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would do it with you, but like
Right.
like a sales customer or something, you know,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
out at an awkward lunch and you're like, hey, want to split some wings? Boo boo boo. No, I don't, bro, but I will because I have to, you know, simp to you.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. And I'm about to get off on a freaking rant. That movie you want to watch that movie you want to watch isn't available on any of your 17 streaming services,
Yeah.
but you can rent it for $9.99.
Okay.
This. No, you go first.
Okay.
Give me your thoughts on that, Drew.
Let me dive into this because I don't know. There's the Fandango app or whatever that you have on your TV, and there's a lot of movies on there, more so than Amazon, because like they're focusing a lot on Prime, and the movies that are on Amazon are usually a little bit more expensive. So I spend a lot of time on. I don't know if it's Tubi adjacent or if it's just Fandango. I spend a lot of time on there. I buy a lot of stuff. They have bundles. They have bundles of movies that are actually really cool bundles. So they will have like horror, and it'll be, you know, like Freddy and Jason and, you know, It or whatever. Like, it's a combination of stuff, which is great because no one else has really cool bundles like that. Usually it's like within the same studio. These guys will hop around. It's great. But I hate when it's like, here's this really crap movie. I love 13 Ghosts. It is not a good movie, okay? I hate when it's like, rent it for $9.99, buy it for $10.99. First of all, of course I'm gonna buy it for $1 more, but why can't I rent this turd burger for $1.99, dude? For $2 buckarooskies, I'll rent $2. That is my maximum, unless it is a brand spanking new movie that just came out. It's still in theaters. Then I'll be like, all right, fine. Like, I'll pay $5. But $5 is my limit, dude. For even brand new, critically acclaimed, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, already nominated for an Oscar, and the nominations haven't even come out. And it's got Natalie Dormer in it, who is literally my celebrity crush. I would do anything for her. I love her. Natalie, save me from this provincial life.
I don't know what to say to that, but what I do know what to say is
She's so hot, dude.
I do agree that there is a limit. I think my limit I would have to be like desperate to watch it. I would pay $3 to rent something, but
Yeah.
I recently, and I think it just happened this year, got a library card for the first time
Them
in
libraries?
many years. And it's so crazy, like, how much the library has changed. Everything is like app based and stuff now.
Yeah.
So like, this is my cadence, dude. Okay. I search a movie. Let's just say I want to watch Gladiator.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, search Gladiator. It's not streaming anywhere, but I can rent it for $3. I don't want to watch Gladiator that bad.
Yeah.
But I do want to watch it in the very near future. So I get on the library app and I request it via physical media.
Yep.
And then, like 3 days later, I get a little notification. Bleep, 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 bleep. It's ready for pickup, and I just go get it. In addition to that, I stopped buying books, and I just get them from the library. And if I really like the book and it's profound and I have to have it for like a reference,
Sure.
I'll buy it. But dude, it's been great. The library is freaking our unsung hero. I don't want to get political on this show, but like I think we can all agree there's probably some government overspend historically on some nonsense.
Yeah.
The library, y'all, ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Give the library more money.
I'm with you on that, man. Like, I think having access to information and stuff like that for free, like there's nothing better than that. And honestly, when you have like late fees and stuff, I'm not even mad about it, bro. Like,
I don't even think there's late fees anymore, dude. They auto renew your stuff now.
Well, okay,
The only time you get a late fee is if somebody wants that book.
Yeah.
And then it triggers like in the system that they requested it, and then you don't return it on time, then I think you get a late fee. But it's yet to happen to me, dude. Like, that's how crazy it is.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. That was my, like, absolutely. If there's a list of people, then yeah, you're gonna get a late fee. But it's still cheap. Like, it's like 25 cents or whatever. Like, it's not bad at all. But I'm here for that, dude. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah, take
with
my
a
money.
late fee.
Dude, the library represents the best of humanity. And I'll give an example, multiple. So when books start to get, I think when they're not very popular or they get like kind of run down a little bit, they put them on like this little cart when you first walk in, and you can buy books for a 25 center, dude. 25 cents, cash only. And you can, so I always peruse that.
Sure.
And then on top of that, they do like little stuff where like, you know, it's springtime. So they had like
For
little,
Hitler and Germany.
and had little starter plants like on this little cart. And they're like community gardening type stuff. And then, so
Okay.
like people would bring in like extra plants and stuff to give away. And then on top of that, there's like a gardening club that meets once a month at the library. It's
Yeah.
just very communal, dude.
Yeah.
And every time I'm there, there's people like at the little tables, like probably for like little meetings and stuff. And it's like, I don't know, man. There's just something so positive about the library. So today's episode is sponsored by your local library. Go out, get a library card. It's for free, y'all.
Yeah.
Like it's never, I think you can actually sign up online. So there's really no
excuse. Yeah.
And if you're weirded out, and I mean that in the nicest way possible, you don't like people, you don't want to go and like mingle and stuff, you can, like I said, get your library card on the internet, request your books for pickup online, and then the only human interaction you have is just to go there, grab it. And honestly, they have self-checkouts now, so you don't even have to talk to anybody, dude.
Well, and some
Get
of
a
them have
library card.
drive-thrus too.
They do. They have little kiosks outdoors. You just
Yeah.
have to request that. That's how you want to pick it up. That's a COVID thing. But yeah, dude. And this is an eagle call to the U.S. government. If you defund the library, we will riot.
For you.
We will not. We will not lay down and accept that,
No.
because there's a lot of things you could defund, and it should not be the library. And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you. No more chats.
Chitty chat, chitty chat.
But that's okay, because we're chatting by ourselves. Dude, that's
Okay.
the beauty of this, is we can just chat amongst ourselves.
Yeah, dude, and it was a lot more rough doing it solo style. You know, it was, I was all over the place. I don't know. I don't even remember what I said, dude. It was just a blur. Like I don't know what I said.
Well, the whole purpose of this is for us to hang out. It's an excuse to hang out.
Yeah,
and
with our wings out.
hang out with our wings out.
Like I
Dude.
don't know about you, but I'm not wearing pants.
Did you? My pants are very small. Did you? Meaning they're shorts.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you? Did you see? I know you did on TikTok. Ham from The Sandlot came back, and like, have you seen those like Savannah Bananas guys? Like it's like that baseball league, and it's like
Yes.
super fun and like positive, and like it's like all the rage right now. Like apparently you can't get tickets.
Yeah.
Like when they play your city, you ain't get tickets, bro. Like it's impossible apparently. And anyway, did you see the clips where he came and like batted for the Savannah Bananas?
I didn't. I have seen him on TikTok though. Some of his stuff is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he's great, dude. I love him. He comes out. They have him mic'd up, dude, and he points.
Oh my god.
Points to, like he calls his shot,
That's great.
and they throw a pitch or something, and he's like, what's the line from the movie or something? He's like, give me something to hit, throw the heater or something like that. I forget. And like, it's so good, dude. You got to watch. So wholesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, that Savannah Bananas thing, I don't know a lot about it, but all the clips I see, it's just super wholesome. And the guy who runs the like organization is like a super legitimately good human being. So it just makes me want to support them in some way, you know?
Well, dude, I was on Hulu the other day, just, perusing, and they have like sports and stuff. Maybe I was on Disney Plus. I don't know. It's all the same. But dude, there was literally, it was like bananas versus firefighters. And I was like, what the hell is even this, bro? And like, I started watching it. I was skipping around because it's minor league ball, dude. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, let me just do this. Okay. They're wearing cowboy hats. Like one dude who was batting had like a cape on. I'm like, what is even happening here, dude?
Yeah.
So freaking weird. great, love it. Still very. It was fine. Like I get it. They're trying to make baseball entertaining. Because
It's the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball
Yes.
is what people are attributing it to.
yeah, but dude, Harlem Globetrotters. First of all, it's basketball, so it's always moving. It's way more fun. You know what I mean? Like nothing will ever touch that unless it's soccer or hockey, maybe. And like if because they're constantly going. I mean, hockey a little bit different. Like there is stop and start, whatever. But the same thing with basketball. Like you're running up and down a court. You're making stuff happen. Like that's great.
Speaking of, my son has a basketball game today, so I get to experience.
Is he a point guard? He got a shoe game.
Yeah, he got a little shoe game. He got a little 3-pointer, dude. I really want some school pizza right now. Like and you can find the recipe for it, where like you can just get the giant pan.
It's not pizza. It's a triangular meal.
Dude, ours weren't triangular. Ours were rectangular.
Rectangles, yeah.
With meat, dude.
With that weird like sausage crumble or whatever. That's like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what consistency it was. It was like nerds, but like bigger and soft.
We're in the right spot.
So good, dude. So freaking good. Dude, I want to meet the cast of the Never-Ending Story. I feel like most of them are dead, but Atreyu is not, and neither is the Empress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you get those two into a room together, freaking babies and magic happen.
Oh, well, I guess. But you got to say her name, dude. Say her name when no one is around.
I forget, he yells her name, and you don't hear it in the movie. And I think that's by design. Like, you're supposed to give her a name. Like,
Yeah.
you as the audience.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cassandra.
dude. Oh, my God. I brought this up before, but it's so traumatic. I'm looking at like this meme page, like nostalgia, and it's a screenshot of My Girl where she's like peering over Macaulay Culkin in the casket.
Yeah.
And he's got like the bee stings on his face. Oh, dude, no, never post that again, internet. I hate it.
I haven't seen that movie either. But he can't see without his glasses.
Where's his glasses? Yeah. His glasses. Where's his glasses?
That's the thing. A lot of these movies, like I know because like the same thing. The Jared Leto Christian Bale scene where he's playing Huey Lewis in the news and he's getting in his little suit and he's like, everything's so great. I'm putting newspaper down. Like I know that, obviously.
This is their hit song, but it's a little bit of a B-side. And he just freaking like breaks down. He loves Huey Lewis in the news, bro.
I love Huey Lewis in the news as well. They're great.
We don't want to talk about it.
Isn't that who
made
plays
Back
the
to the
main?
Future.
I was gonna say the main song from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah.
Guys out there to kill.
Love Huey Lewis in the news.
Real quick.
But that and then I know the card thing. The business card thing, like I get that, so it's like all these iconic moments in movies, I know them and I can repeat them so people think I know these movies. I don't know these movies because when I was a kid,
You don't have to mask like that, bro.
well, okay, well, I mean, yes, I do. that's the trauma talking.
Don't worry about your sister. I'm
But
looking for her.
it's because
Don't get me
my
wrong,
parents
she's
watched the
something
movies that they wanted to watch, and they didn't want to watch
Well, you seem
Lost
pretty
Boys
torn
and
up
stuff
about
like that.
it.
You know what I
It's
mean?
your
Like they
fault.
wanted to
Fine.
watch what they wanted,
I
and
promise.
so it's fine. I saw weird stuff, good stuff. It shaped my humor, but not the things that everyone else was. Not pop culture hits at the time.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I really want to go to Salem
All right, you're finally
for
okay.
Halloween.
Let's get
Have
back
you
to it,
given
I
that
guess,
any
you know?
thought?
yes, there's they have like a festival around that time. Like it is sort of like a Salem witch festival kind of thing. The only
Put me
re-
on trial, baby.
Well, the only reason I don't do stuff like that is because it's always overcrowded. Like it's not the best time to do that kind of thing. If you really want to experience Salem, go like in the summertime. You know what I mean? Like go there and catch up on stuff because you can kind of do things at your own pace. You're not like press ganged into okay, well,
Did you
this
say
is
you read this somewhere?
yeah. I swear to God, dude. Like there's got to be something, some kind of festival, some kind of to do that they have around October.
So
She's alive.
Oh, definitely.
But she's on the
It's
move.
like they're
Probably on a ship, so we have to act
it's
fast.
probably
We'll
like
lose
their
her. If
Super
you're
Bowl
ready,
season,
just
dude.
step
Like
Right.
that's where they make like 90% of their money. Here's a good one for you, dude. I've been seeing this meme lately, and it rings true, man. And no hate to Rose. Titanic ends with Rose dying and reuniting in the afterlife with the poor bad boy she cheated on her millionaire fiance with at 18, rather than with her lifelong husband and the father of her children.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I don't know either.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, and I mean, well, okay. Not to get all philosophical, but
Someone that thanks a lot. Spoiler alert.
yeah, dude. Well,
Sorry.
and plus, like, the whole like concept of heaven or afterlife or whatever. Like, do you show up in the point of your life when you were the happiest, or do you show up in your original form, or do you show up in any form that you want? Like, is that how it works? And then also, are you really meeting up with the souls of the other people, or are you simply going into a construct that has been built by your life and your experiences,
Yeah.
but you are not interacting with that other person, even though they are represented within your space and time? Like,
I think you get reinserted into the Matrix.
yeah, you become a battery again.
Yeah. You're recycled. They found a way. Dude,
So-
I want a young Johnny Depp.
Ugh. I'm sorry.
Great style, man. He had great style.
No.
He was just a smoothie, dude. I mean,
I disagree, only because I don't like that look of that era. I don't like that look.
I don't know.
I'm talking like early 90s Johnny Depp, where he was wearing like the oversized beanie and like the like leather jacket, but it was brown, not black. That's important.
Yeah, that is not. Again, you look like Macklemore just walked out of the thrift shop, bro. Like, and it smells like R. Kelly's sheets. But it was 99
You can
cents.
never get the stink. You can never get that stink out.
No, dude. Like, again, he was the smelly kid. He still is, dude. And I'm not trying to like hate on him. Dude's a millionaire, and he's had way more life experience than I will ever have in my life.
Oh yeah.
And good for him,
Dude.
but that all comes with a price, dude. Like, he's jacked up in the head. Like, he has to
Yeah.
be on phenobarbital for like the rest of his life because of all the drugs that he was doing. Like, dang, bro. Like,
I want women to be so smitten with me that they poop in my bed out of spite. You know?
yeah, man. I mean,
Actually, I don't think he wanted that. I don't think he wants that.
no.
I think that was
I don't want to
dramatic.
say no one wants that, because there are people out there that want that, and this is not a place to shame fecal whatevers. I don't know.
we accept all people here.
We do.
Um,
We do. We also accept donations.
yeah, thanks. Pay us. Someone posted he is just the sweetest, most awkward person. I love it.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Johnny.
if I met him, I'm sure it would be a really cool experience. And like, again, I'm not trying to like hate on him, but I don't like his look. I don't like his vibe. Like that, because I couldn't pull that off. Like,
I don't like his current look.
Like,
at
I'm
all.
literally wearing a freaking the skull shirt from Beavis and Butthead right now, and a Batman 89 hat. Like, I am the base character outfit when you start an RPG. Like, welcome to our game. This is the equipment that you are given. You can now customize it. And I'm like, nah, give me that, dude. Jeans, t-shirt, ball cap. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, dude, classy. Bro, do you remember the color changing spoons that you got in like some cereal?
Yeah, it was
And they Lion
like
King.
like Fruit Loops, like that,
Yep.
like Post or whatever brand that is. Yes, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
I miss when
Yeah.
they gave you stuff in cereal boxes, man. Like,
Yeah.
that was the best, dude. What sucked is when they got wise and they started putting the prize in the box outside of the bag, because then the journey was over, dude. Like, the best part was dumping that cereal from that box in
Yeah.
your bowl, and then pa-chink, something falls out. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Power
I want the plastic spoon to leach plastic particles into my
Get
Cheerios.
them
Like
PFAS in my Cheerios.
there was this progression to your point where like in the beginning, in the beginning,
In the long ago.
there was the toy inside of the cereal,
Yes.
leaching plastics and metal shavings. Then they transferred it to where you could pull the whole bag out and then you grabbed it from the bottom of the box. And then to your point, they put it on the exterior of the box,
Yeah.
which was stupid, dude. I think that was short lived because people were stealing the stuff off the side of the box in the supermarket.
Well, it was like when they did CDs, whether it was like a game or like a single or something, like that's fine. I get that. You know, like that's fine. And that was a part of the box art. But yeah, man. And then it became like send in the box tops and we'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? And it never happened. Like I did that once with Warheads. I got really into Warheads at one point. And
No.
yeah, dude. And I got Wally Warhead or whatever, the character, like the
Like a plushie or something?
yeah, it was probably like that big or whatever, like 8-inch plushie. It was fine, but I sent in that stuff. It took like 6 months, probably minimum, before I got it. So, you know, but it was nice. It was a nice little surprise. I get that same vibe from pre-orders now. Like I've pre-ordered so much manga at this point that I'm getting at least one book every 2 weeks, and I appreciate that.
I think your manga is going to end up like me with Kickstarter, where I pre-ordered a bunch of Kickstarter stuff, and to this day, this is years ago, I still haven't received 100% of my Kickstarter, but it's coming. They say it's still coming.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know if this is still the same today, but in the 80s and 90s, they didn't even build a new school. They just hauled these trailers in so
Yeah.
kids could go learn something and become trailer park children.
Yeah, dude. And then you
Oh,
could
dude,
walk
that's
in with
so
rum
good.
and Coke with a glass that you brought from home.
But how could that be possible? We didn't even
Was that a Trailer Park Boy reference? That's such a great show. That's like I haven't.
I was so like, I don't know if he's gonna get this or not. Like to me,
No,
that's a
dude.
deep cut, bro.
No, who's don't tell me it's like Ronnie or who's the main guy? It's who wears like the black shirt and he was in jail.
Yeah.
Ricky is the one. Ricky is the best. And then there's Bubbles,
Yeah.
who lives in like his mom's shed with all the cats.
Yeah.
That's so good. Dude, the best episode of that I can recall is where like, and because that's a Canadian show.
Yeah.
If the audience didn't know, and
Letterkenny is
they
also
bring-
really good if you're into Trailer Park
oh,
Boys.
dude, love it,
Yeah.
love it. But they bring in Rush. Like, there's an episode where like Rush is involved.
Yeah,
It's because
dude.
they're Canadian.
Well, of course.
Yeah, that's good. Ricky, good.
Yeah, man. My first experience with Trailer Park Boys was the movie, and then I saw the movie on Netflix or something, something like that. Like I stumbled across it, and then I just like started going down the rabbit hole of the show and just getting caught up on the seasons that I had missed. And to me, that's the best way to find something, is someone recommends it and then it just kind of floats around in your brain and then you stumble across it at one point and you have a couple of seasons to catch up on. There is nothing worse in this world than finding a show and watching episode week by week and trying to get into it. There's one of the shows, the Unaware Ulterior Meister or whatever, which is an anime that I really like. Problem is, it's first season, it's a weekly release. It's like you're gonna have those episodes that are kind of crap, you know, like they're okay, they're developing the story, they're developing the background, and you're just like, man, and like that's where you lose people. But if you're watching it the whole season, it's totally fine because you're like, just get to the next episode and it'll be okay, you know. Explore worlds, start next bounty. Got it.
Tommy Pickles was right. I don't want responsibilities.
Responsibility.
Responsibilities. That's what it
That's
was.
it.
I don't want responsibilities anymore.
Yeah, dude. I just want that Reptar chocolate bar. That's all I want, dude.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
And I know people have made like facsimiles of it. It doesn't turn your tongue green like the one in the show. Dude, I was talking about this yesterday. there are certain things in cartoons that I wish was reality, bro.
DIY, Ninja Turtles, pizza.
Well, okay, first of all, pizza period in cartoons, especially Goofy Movie where it's Max.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Well, okay, Max and Pete, I think. Not Pete, Pete's son. Little Pete, whatever. They're together and like, oh hey man, and he's like picking up that piece of slice, and that cheese is just like, and I'm like, oh god, dude, it's just so melty.
Somebody made a TikTok about it.
Oh, god,
let's watch
dude.
it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's so good.
He's making it.
Pizza in cartoons is the best, dude. Cake as well, dude. Cake and ice cream. Like, I want ice cream to taste as good as ice cream does in the real world, but I want it to be able to be stacked high and stay cold long enough for you to be able to eat all of that ice cream. Because that's never the case, you know? Like, it melts immediately and then it all goops together.
Wow.
And then you get full. Like, I want to be able to eat my fill to where I have doubled in size with my mass and then be able to burp and then go right back to the size that I was. That's what I want, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. I need you to watch the TikTok I just sent you.
Are we
F this game, dude. It's more important.
Hang on.
Just play and watch the
Yeah.
Yeah, just move. You got two hands.
Wait, did you send it in TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were
In-
texting it to me, so that's fine.
Within TikToks.
All right, hang on. All right, let's I'm just gonna.
Ooh.
Oh, God, Taco Bell. I don't need your shit right now, Taco Bell.
We don't want Taco Bell commercials.
Okay, hang on.
I was thinking about this gimmick
Are you sure you sent it to me?
for the show. I thought I did.
I don't see it.
I clicked your avatar and sent it.
I don't see it.
Dude, like what?
No.
Like
I
why?
don't see
Like
it.
what? Like, let me try again, yo. All right. It's so good. Dude, I literally clicked it and hit send. Am I logged in? I am, because it's like you're my friend on here.
It's like I'm your friend.
It's like I'm your friend.
hope
Why
so.
hasn't any pizza place made cheese? It's cheese stuffed pizza.
Okay.
And it looks so good, and I want it. I wish I could share this with the audience, but dude, all right, I kind of want to pull off this gimmick. It could happen right now. I kind of want to pee on stream.
Okay.
No nudity. Just get out the old
The old
like
trouser
the wizard
trench.
and just like pee like right here, you know, so I don't have to get up and go, you know.
Sure. Well, I mean, you know, you at one point said like you wanted to get one of those Little Johns or whatever that,
Yeah.
or like a the one of those medical bottle things.
But I feel like it's inappropriate, or no one's paying me to do it, so I have to go pee.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I will be our
BRB while Seth pees. I want to talk more about the cartoon stuff, and I don't think Seth's gonna bite on this one. Hair, the hair in cartoons. Like I love the fact that like you got like your specific hairstyle, right? And it's rocking, dude. It's so good. It's like it like defines your character. And then you get thrown in the water, you jump in a pool, something like that. And then like immediately like you just shake your head and then bam, it's right back to the way that it was. I want that. And also I want an outfit, dude. I've said this before. Like I want a specific cartoon, like you open the closet and it's like 20 of the exact same outfit. Like that's what I want. I want that. But I don't want it to be just what I do now, because that's technically what I have. Like it's just t-shirts and hats and jeans. I want something specific. I want something that's like that's me, you know, like It's exclusive to me, and it's very cool. I want that. Because yeah, you know, I just I don't know. Like I feel like I've given up. I've given up on life. You know, and I don't want to say that's like an old person thing, but it's kind of an old person thing. You just well, it's not that I've given up on life. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say. It's more that you just don't care as much about the small shit. You know, like back in the day, I cared a lot about that kind of shit. I don't anymore.
She touched my peppy, Steve.
Oh my god, dude, Multiplicity is the best, bro. I love that film, dude.
So good, dude.
And he just hucks it like a paperboy. Love that.
Like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Dude, that's like my first exposure to that song for whatever reason.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I don't know what mine was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Multiplicity. I knew of the song before that movie. But no, dude. Michael Keaton, dude, back in his funny days. Well, I mean, still does funny stuff now, but like, hell yeah, bro.
You know where Papa Mac and Cheese might be?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, when we were kids, we were listening to that "I'll Make Love to You, Boys to Men." We didn't know what that meant, though.
No, well, kind
Right.
of. I mean,
Mind your own business.
how many songs do we sing now that it's like you say the words but you don't know the words? You know what I mean? Like you're just saying it, but you don't like stop and actually think about like, oh,
I'll tell you what
yeah,
Papa
that's
Mac
what
and
that
Cheese
means.
is. If you do this,
Yeah.
I mean, the theme song for Don to Don by Creepy Nuts. Like I know every word of that song. It's
Hang on a
Japanese.
second.
I don't know what I'm saying. I get the general idea, but you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Same thing with a lot of the Japanese music that I listen to, or foreign music. It's like I know the words.
I mean, what is you know, what's that one song by Sabrina Carpenter where she's talking about when you're kissing him, you're kissing me too, or whatever?
Yeah,
Like all the people that
you're
singing
gonna
that song.
taste me when he's kissing you.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, you are.
well, and here's
Yes.
okay. Here's the thing.
I think.
What do you think the taste is? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think she's referring to?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's
which,
risque.
Which lips? You know what I mean? Like,
I haven't been seeing her as much as I was there for a while.
she's got a new song coming out soon. She just released like a little teaser trailer-ish kind of. It's her in very small shorts standing on the side of the road, and she's like hitchhiking, and cars are not like picking her up or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. I know it's very cliche, but I love her, dude. Like I love her
You're
music.
You're
I'm
smitten
I'm
by her.
smitten, dude. She's not only is she just like unabashedly herself, but like, or maybe that's the character that she's created. It's the same thing with like Jennifer Lawrence. Like Jennifer Lawrence to me is a very approachable person and also attractive. Like, you know,
Yeah.
So and I feel the same way with Sabrina Carpenter. Like her interviews, like she's just herself, dude. Like she doesn't care. She's just like, oh no, I'm not answering that. Like, and she just moves on, and she's just funny. I don't know, man. Like, and her music's good. You know, it's good. It's a nice little bop, makes you feel something. You know, I don't know, man.
It's a nice little bop. It is a nice little bop. She's got some hits, dude, for real. She's a doozy. Yeah, speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, I watched Silver Linings Playbook for the 100th time
Sure.
not too long ago. Have you seen that movie?
I have not, but that's literally every time I want to watch it, I can never find it on a streaming service.
You should definitely go to the library and get that because it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
And seriously, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, I was
love
gonna say
him.
Bradley Cooper and her. I know that was one of those films, man, that just came out, and I was like, oh, I want to see this, and then life got in the way, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. It's a dark comedy, sort of. It's good. Robert De Niro's in it. I like it. You don't like Robert?
I don't like his newer stuff, and I think it's I don't know him well enough as a person, but like I don't like that he's becoming sort of like a farce of himself in like a bad way. Like, and it's fine. Like, is he doing that because like just for the money, or is he just like a funny person and he's finally able to shirk off the whole like, you know, I'm an Italian mobster facade and become more than what he was? Like, if that's the case, then good for him, dude. But like,
I think he's
bad
just old,
grandpa or
dude.
whatever. Like, nah, man. You know,
I think he's just getting old,
Yeah.
and that's just what happens when you get old.
Yeah,
Is
you
you
just
just
don't care.
become, yeah, you just become like, you know, whatever. Just a old. You just can't take those. Sorry, old people.
You just
all of our
can't-
old viewers.
yeah,
You just can't take much of what old people say to heart. You know, like
yeah. I mean, it's the whole
just
like
say-
there's wisdom there, but sometimes you do have to take it with a grain of salt because, you know, the wisdom that they're basing it off of is outdated technology, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
you're telling me that I don't know how to do this, but you literally don't understand how an HDMI cable plugs into the back of a TV. Like,
that is correct.
it's literally the shape. Like, do you know how a USB thing works? Yeah, you put the little doobie into the thing that looks like a duck's mouth. Like, yes,
Doobie.
it's the same thing. Stick that dongle in there, bro.
Up your butt and around the corner was the best comeback of the '90s. It was solid.
It was solid. It was good. I don't know, like your mom thing, that was more 2000s, right? Like, you
I don't
know,
know. I remember saying your mom when I was.
well, you know, you're like,
Think?
you say something like, dude, your breath is awful. It's like, your mom's breath is awful. Like, that was also pretty solid. Like, not that you or like yo mama jokes. Like, those were, dude, who doesn't love a yo mama joke?
Yeah.
Like, yo mama's so fat when she walked out wearing a yellow trench coat, kids tried to board her like the school bus.
Dude.
Your mama's
Or
so
the-
fat, she's got to wear 2 watches because her body's in 2 different time zones. Let's see. Your mama's so
Fun
ugly,
fact.
she cracked the Daily Mirror. It's a newspaper.
Dude, to this day, don't step on a crack or your mom will fall and break her back.
Yeah.
Is still rings true, dude.
Step
I
on a
try
crack,
not to
break
step
your
on.
nose back.
I try not to step on a crack. Did you know Prince Humperdinck voiced Jack Skellington?
Okay, hang on.
Isn't that from Princess Diaries?
Right, right. Okay. Okay. Well, okay.
You're
Yes.
visualizing.
But he did not sing.
That is correct.
That
Your
was
boy,
Danny Elfman.
Dude,
the
Danny
man
Elfman
of Elf. He's
is-
a weird looking dude.
he is a weird looking dude. You read my mind. You read what I was trying to say, but probably in a much meaner way.
Yeah, he's a funny looking fella.
He's a
So
fugly
is Tim
dude,
Burton,
man.
dude. Like, Tim Burton is definitely. He kind of looks like he put his wiener in a light socket when he was like 12, and then just never fixed it.
Isn't his wife Marla from Fight Club?
Yes,
I've simplified her down to one specific role. What is her name? I know.
Helen
you know.
Bottom Carter.
Yeah.
I do not like her for this reason. So she's so Kenneth Branagh was with Emma Thompson at one point. Love Emma Thompson. She's a treasure. Okay. They split up because of Helena Bonham Carter. He chose to date that gutter trash instead of freaking like Mary Poppins, dude. Like, I mean, why? So after that point, I was like, nah, man, I ain't messing with either of them. And
Isn't Mary Poppins married to Jim Halpert?
Yeah, one of them, the newer one. Yes, that's Emily Blunt.
Okay.
She was the new Mary Poppins, which she did
Yeah.
okay. I think I don't think it was her fault. Like, the movie was only okay, and that's more writing, not her. You know.
Right.
And plus, like, my biggest issue with that movie is Lin-Manuel Miranda is the chimney sweep, the Dick Van Dyke character.
Yeah.
And it's like, he did okay, But bro, no one is gonna replace Dick Van Dyke, dude.
Nah, dude.
He's irreplaceable. You know,
He won't die either, dude.
No,
like,
and
he
good
is
for
still
him,
kicking,
man.
man.
And he's still moving, man. Like he's
He's
still,
Sprite.
yeah.
Chim chimity,
He's
chim
chim-chimity still, man.
chim chim charu.
Yeah, dude. Bed knobs and
dude.
broomsticks. That was another hit from my childhood that I
It
loved.
was no problem.
Yeah,
But
I dig it.
It was really tough. But
And I always
I
wanted a
can
bed that had
dig-
bed knobs on it. You know, like I wanted that experience. I never did.
You really saved his life. I
Still
thought I
don't,
could ever
really.
repay you. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Shame.
He could shit his goop all over you.
Dude, I almost watched Pokemon. What's the one? The original. It's like the.
Kanto.
Is that what it's called?
Well, they're in the Kanto region.
Yeah, maybe. But that's what the series is called on Netflix? Like,
I
it's-
was gonna say.
but it wasn't. I don't remember it being called that as a kid. I feel like they just
No,
categorized
it was just
that way.
Pokemon, and now that they have so many, they
Yeah.
have to like qualify it as this is Kanto region, this is Cerulean
Yeah.
City, or whatever. Like they gotta qualify them all now.
Dude, a really disturbing movie that I was just reminded of seeing not too long ago. Again, not for the first time, but I watched it with my oldest son. Was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude? The OG.
The OG, yeah. Well, and they
It's so unsettling.
and they
It's like
they
a
redid
snuff
that
film,
one, right?
dude.
Like that was
Yeah, but it sucks
yeah.
compared to the original. Like
I
Yeah,
have
the-
not seen the remake or redo or whatever.
the original is like an art film or something like that. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's good though. Well, okay, I saw it when I was like high school-ish, and like it weirded me out. Like but in like in a kind of in a good way. Like I look back at it now and I watch it and I'm like, yeah, man, that was good times, you know.
I think even better than watching Chainsaw Massacre is listening to Bill Hader
Yeah.
talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that's like his favorite movie of all time, and the way he breaks it down, he talks about like the generator scene and stuff like that. Like it's really good to just listen to him. Watch that, then go back and watch that movie, and you'll look at it in a completely different light. I want a movie. It's crazy. Like we didn't. Yeah, I want a movie. No, I want a movie to be as profound as some of those early. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it hard to explain, but like they were like figuring stuff out back then.
Yeah.
And there was
It
still
was
like movie,
revolutionary.
right? And there was movie theaters, and like the it was all about like the experience of seeing it in the cinema, and like what modern movie can we say
A properly cooped G3 minion.
is like that? You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
like tickles that.
It's working.
You know, it's like, wow, like this is so freaking groundbreaking. Like it's just beautifully shot, and like just you know what I mean? Like it's like we missed out on.
Well, I would say that a
Stuff like
little
that.
bit it's TV, but like The Mandalorian, a little bit. Like there's some new technology. It's good. Like the first season is
Yeah.
visually stunning. It's a masterpiece. And then they started getting into too much Grogu so that they could keep the kids involved. And
Yeah.
it's fine. It's not as good. I want gritty. I want real.
Yeah.
I don't want mighty merchandise. Okay.
I think that Andor is the better of the series.
Yes, I agree.
Did you? Okay, good.
I
I'm
have
glad
not
you.
seen season 2 yet. I have not seen
No, neither have I. So I can't speak for that. But
Okay.
season 1 blew me away.
Beautiful, dude.
And
It's
I
great.
wasn't even that into Rogue One, to be honest.
I really liked Rogue One. I actually would like a Rogue
It's
2, if you will. And I know that's
it's one of the best. Yeah, it's one of the best of the Disney series. Just side note. But
Yes. And by Rogue 2, I mean I want the story of the many Bothans that died to get those plans or whatever. Like I want that
Yeah.
the second Death Star plan retrieval. I want that as a movie or like a little mini series or something. Like it doesn't have to be epic, you know, like I just want that story.
I want someone to. I want Disney to have like a resurgence. Like they're obviously not going to let go of
Yeah.
Star Wars at this point. I want someone to step in who's going to like revitalize the Disney studio and do something with it. Like
Yeah.
clearly, like with Snow White being such a failure,
Yeah.
hopefully someone is like, dude, we cannot continue to make stinkers.
Well, they did
Like-
pause the Tangled live action remake that they were planning. So that's
And I'll be
something.
curious. I'll be curious if this Lilo and Stitch movie is any good.
A lot of people hate it. A lot of people. Okay, well, it's it gets good reviews on like some of the platforms, but I follow a lot of movie critics or whatever that I respect. I respect their opinion.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's never going to be as good as the original. It's never going
Yeah.
to capture that. Plus, Zach Galifianakis plays one of the characters, one of the beloved characters, and people are like, he sucks. And then right after that, I saw an interview with him, and he's like, this was shot during the strike. We could not improvise at all. So you put an actor who's known for improvisation into a role and say you can't do the thing that you're known for, of course he's going to suck at it. Like,
Yeah.
And so it's fine. Like, but you know, that's the thing, man. All of these studios, they don't take into consideration that kind of stuff, and so I'm sure it's fine, but that's it. It's just fine.
Yeah.
You know?
They need to find their new voice, and they have such an opportunity with, I don't want to get too serious, but they have such an opportunity with Star Wars, and they're just dropping the ball, and everything, most of what they do is trash.
Well, they need to leave it alone for a little bit. They need to let it breathe. When Star Wars is at its best is when there's a lack of content and people are hungry for something new. We're not hungry for anything new anymore because we have all the stuff. We have too much. And we need that break, dude. I'm excited for the Mandalorian movie, which I think will be the end of that story. If not, there'll be one more season and that will end that story. And or season 2. There's going to be no more after that.
Yeah.
Fine, sure.
Spoiler alert, they all die in Rogue One.
Yeah.
So
right. And so it's fine, but I think they need, and like I enjoy the Ahsoka show. I enjoyed that. I like Ahsoka as a character. I think Rosario Dawson does a great job as the character. I prefer the Ashley Eckstein animation versions myself, but there's more content of that, and she's more plucky. But yeah, man, they need to stop. They need to stop. They need to put it on hold. They need to wait. That's the catch. And they need to figure out their own house, man. Like even Pixar is kind of pumping out stuff that's a little subpar because they're gun shy, really. Like I thought Luca was pretty good, but I don't think it came out in theaters. Like they just released it on Disney Plus as like if you pay extra money, you get access to this or whatever. And a lot of people hated it. It's like you didn't really give it a chance. But I thought it was fun, dude. I thought it was a fun movie. I haven't rewatched it.
No, I only watched like pieces of it. I honestly can't tell you.
And I mean, Soul is another one, and I
liked Soul, but I like jazz.
Well, okay, I don't, because it made me think very introspectively about my own life and my own mortality, and I did not like that. I didn't.
It's a little heavy for a kids movie, for sure.
Well, and I mean, I know that was the point, you know, and Pixar does. I mean, Toy Story 3, dude. Like, you feel for all of those those toys that are about ready to go into the furnace crusher thing. Like, you feel for them.
Yeah.
But in reality, I don't know, man. Like, as a creative person, you know, understanding that like I'm never going to make my claim on anything, and then just die by getting hit by a bus or something, like that's awful. Like that's a horrible thing to think about. Like I want to make some kind of impression on this world, and you know we have, you know, in a way, like, you know, I have a legacy of sorts that will live on forever in whatever form of media that I've created.
Well, even Lovecraft died before, you know, he was appreciated. How many artists can you say that for? I mean, who was the other one? I mean, Van Gogh, yeah.
And I know that that's a big thing, but that doesn't really happen much anymore. You know, like because there's so much, you don't find those diamond in the rough instances after somebody dies, and then someone like magically rediscovers it. It's like everything is being discovered immediately, all at once, and it's spooky, dude. You know,
yeah.
Like There's no, oh, look at this. Like, it's, if people dig something up, it's to say, you said this joke, it was off color like 20 years ago, and so now you're not gonna have a job for the rest of your life. Bye.
Well, on a lighter note, what about the milk mustache? Like,
Oh my
ad
God,
campaigns.
Dude. Well, and like,
Got milk?
why did milk need an ad campaign? I mean, was it really struggling at that point? And I know the reason why. Like, the government was helping supplement dairy farmers to help that growth, and there was a surplus of milk, and so they were really trying to push that, especially like, you know, people were kind of getting away from it, and cereals, because, you know, the sugary cereals are bad for you. Go figure.
But they kept that going forever. I mean, those ad campaigns were like around a long time.
Yeah, well, and plus other companies, if you would get like government money if you plugged milk, or if you gave something, you know, to help people like buy milk and stuff, which is why we also, with our milk surpluses, made a crap ton of cheese, and then we decided to put that cheese in caves in southern Missouri. So, yeah.
Put it in those caves from Mark Twain days. Dude.
Jesse James, actually. They're in the Jesse James caves.
Oh. Well, milk builds strong bones. That whole, like, propaganda.
Why? Yeah.
So, a weird childhood memory of mine, but there was like a career day or something like that at my elementary school. And I think he was a dentist or like a chiropractor or something. Not related to bones, that like that you would immediately think, okay, this guy is like an expert on bones.
Sure.
And he did his whole speech, nothing was weird. And then at the end, they were like, okay, like, Mr. Doctor, whatever, do you want to, like, anything else you want to add before the kids go? And he's like, yeah, the last thing I'd like to say is, you know, milk does not build strong bones. And he went off on this tangent about how it was like propaganda and stuff. And I'm like 8 years old, and I'm just like, what is this guy saying?
Sure.
You know, it's just like went against everything that was being preached at the time. But it was just weird that this guy felt like he needed to use this career day platform to try to educate us on.
Yeah, but good for him, honestly. Like,
propaganda.
I'm okay with that. Like, go for it, dude. Because, I mean, technically he's right. Like, milk itself doesn't build strong bones. You know, calcium is an important part in, you know, the growth and development of bones, but you can get calcium from a bunch of different places, dude. Like, you get it from freaking broccoli, and it's like, where's the broccoli campaign? You know, like, that's
it was just an odd thing.
milk.
I think it was just an odd thing for him to do, in my opinion. It was just weird.
No,
like,
dude, yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
He's just like, I know what I'll do. I'll try to get these kids to not drink milk. It was just, you know, I don't know.
Well, maybe he was.
It's weird, more weird that I remember it.
True.
Honest.
Well,
like,
he made
something
his
that
impression, man.
He did, dude. He left his mark on me. Maybe there's other things that he left on me, and I'm just like suppressing those memories.
Suppression. Well, also, I want to take, this is completely off topic, but I want to take a side note here.
Yeah.
Mom, I know you're not watching because you just texted me a recipe for a sandwich. Please do not text me during streaming time because it is distracting. But I know you're not gonna see this, so yeah.
That's actually hilarious. The inventor of Pop Rocks, says to himself, "Sugar is not good enough. It also needs to detonate."
Yeah, and honestly, Pop Rocks is a fun experience, man. If you have never experienced Pop Rocks, you should get some in your mouth.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad they still make it. This is a good one. 90s TV made me think being stuffed into a locker was a much bigger issue than it actually was.
Yeah, man.
I never got stuffed into a locker. I never got swirlied.
No.
And for those of you at home that don't know what a swirly is, it's where your friends or enemies, in most cases, flip you upside down in a bathroom and stuff your head into a toilet.
Into a toilet.
And then flush it.
Yep.
That's a swirly. Never got one.
Yep. Same. Same. Thank God.
Yeah, and I mean that sounds pretty traumatic to be real.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to all the kids who got swirlies. I mean,
Yeah, how's your ear infection problem going?
I'm saying your immunity levels suck.
Or it's really good, like that's the other side of it. Like maybe they're the ones that, are surviving without like flu shots and stuff because they built up that immunity with swirlies and stuff.
Swirlies.
Man,
yeah, man.
Taking
So,
forever, dude.
so what else is going on?
Well, okay, since we're waxing nostalgic, I wanted to talk about this. There's an ad campaign right now. I think it's Instacart, and I saw the commercial and I kind of wanted to cry about it. And so let me just unpack this for you.
Yeah.
The commercial shows a mother and her, I would say probably teenage-ish daughter, like teen, kind of around that age. And they are enjoying, like the mom's teaching the daughter how to open a Capri Sun. And she's teaching her how the best way to do stacked Lunchables and how to eat like fruit by the foot or whatever. Like all of these things that we did when we were kids. And it's like, you're just like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, it's happening. And then all of a sudden, like the tagline sort of, so to speak, is like, like make summer as good as it used to be or something like that.
I thought you were going to say make summer great again.
Well, kind of like, but dude, like that made me really freaking sad. Like it made me really, really sad. Cause I'm like, yeah, man, summers used to be really cool. And like, yeah, I used to stack Lunchables and eat pizza rolls and all that stuff, man. And like, it's not the same anymore. Even if I was to like eat pizza rolls, like I would feel like absolute garbage afterwards. And then I would hate myself and I'd have to eat an entire cucumber rectally. So it's not the same, man. It makes me sad. Our childhood is over, man. Like
it's kaput.
Kapuchkis. I don't know.
Gotta make the best of it.
I
feel the same way though. I mean,
and in addition to double down on that, I do use Instacart. I travel. It's easy to order groceries and then either pick them up through the app or have them delivered. Yeah, there's a 1999 section there now. And what it does is it shows you the places that have that stuff. So it'll have like pizza rolls and Hawaiian punch and all that kind of crap. So not only every time I now go to order my groceries, they're just like, hey, idiot, your life sucks now. Why don't you buy this crap instead of kale and quinoa, you fat idiot? So, yeah, it just makes me sad, dude.
That also makes me sad. You just gotta find your kicks, man. You just gotta.
I guess
you gotta
go
just
to
get through
Route
life,
66,
and
man.
then just apologize to everyone by saying, "Sorry if I'm a little slow. I was born last century."
Seriously, dude, it's been a minute.
I kind of want to. Apparently, this was a Kickstarter. I feel like this is old.
Okay.
The Electronic Gaming Monthly Compendium. Have you seen this advertised? It looks like it's a hardback book.
Okay.
A definitive history of video games through pages of the #1 gaming magazine. Huh. I want the magazine though, dude. I want a magazine subscription, bro.
Yeah.
Give me a magazine to buy.
Yeah.
What are people saying about this? All right, here. I'm just gonna type it in. A monthly gaming magazine. This is called EGM.
Okay.
I don't care about online. Gaming magazines and guides, best price guide, blah 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 blah. There's a vintage one. You're just telling me there's just no game. There's just not a gaming magazine. I feel like you got to go to Barnes and Noble and like peruse. There's definitely a gaming magazine that you can subscribe to.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, the next time I go to Barnes and Noble, which will be like in a couple of days, I will check out the magazines and see what gaming options are out there, because I think Game Informer is coming back. Like, that was gone. They took it away from us because it was too good for this world. But I think it's coming back, or that was at one point they were hinting that it was going to come back. So hopefully, because Game Informer was good, dude. I didn't read every single issue because some of them were for games that I just didn't care about. But I always flipped through it, dude. I always flipped through it. And then when they were like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna stop mailing these to you," I was like, for real? And they're like, "Yeah, but you'll get it in your email." And like, I checked them out sometimes, but it's different. I want mail, dude. I want mail. Give me mail.
You've got mail. Oh, that needs to be on our soundboard. Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh no! No!
All right, hey, did you see that the Nintendo Switch 2 is like readily available?
Yeah. I mean,
So when you get like FOMO about it, don't, because you can just buy it whenever.
Well, and they said that was gonna happen. Like, obviously, of course, they ran out of the pre-orders and stuff, but they said that, like, hey, don't worry, because there's gonna be plenty. Like, the scalpers are, we're combating scalpers by making enough. But like, yeah, man, like, you can go to Target right now and there's like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, no big deal.
But I still am going to wait for a limited edition. Like, I plan on holding out because I've never had one, like, I want to have that experience at some point in my life. And why not with the Nintendo Switch 2? Because I don't need it right now. Like, I'm not jonesing for it yet,
100%. I'm gonna get it 100% if I can get a special edition. It needs to be Zelda.
Or
it needs
it's
to
gotta be cool, dude. Like
Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Or what's another one that I would like jump for? I don't know. Like, no on Mario, no on Donkey Kong. Maybe Star Fox if it's really cool, like super futuristic looking and stuff, like Star Fox F-Zero X. Like, I'd be down for that. But
dude,
dude.
Sears catalog.
Sears Roebuck, bro. You talk about that Sears Roebuck.
I want a Sears catalog subscription.
Well, you didn't even need one, like, that wasn't the thing.
Got it.
You just got it. They just sent it to you in the mail.
I
And you're like, and then you would go through and you'd circle all the things that you'd want for Christmas, and your mom would be like, no, and you're just like, you're like, oh, she's like, yeah, I'll send this to Santa, and you're like, oh my god, okay. She never did.
I know, dude. Freaking winch.
Winch. A winch is the thing that helps you, like, lower vehicles and stuff.
Sorry, that's my Midwestern accent.
Winch. Gotta get on the bench.
Gonna get her a winch. Dude.
Alright. Let's
freaking April O'Neil and her bustiness in the 90s cartoon.
With like the long red hair kind of thing. And the
yellow
jumpsuit.
She had like that jumpsuit, dude. Yeah, the freaking yellow jumpsuit.
I never quite understood the fashionness of the jumpsuit, if I'm being real. It's fine. It's fine. I was never sold on the jumpsuit. And yet, Mr. Science Theater 3000, all the hosts wear jumpsuits. Where am I going? Oh, up here.
Bro, I want one of those McDonald's caps that look like the Big Mac. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
They had back in the day.
Was it?
This part was Big Mac.
Okay, yes.
Let's just pull that up,
dude,
on
bet
eBay.
I bet you could find one, dude. Probably a hundo. I'm gonna say a crisp Benjamin.
You think so?
I think so.
McDonald's. McDonald's Big Mac hat. Oh, it populated, baby. Ooh. Guess again, my friend.
Okay. How much are we looking at?
In. On the low end of buy it now, 250 American greenbacks.
That's tough,
up to
dude.
$400.
That's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, man.
All right, guys. If someone donates $250, I will promptly take it and buy a Big Mac hat off of eBay and wear it
On
always,
stream.
really.
Yeah, well, of
Not
course.
just on stream, just in my life. Just
True.
always.
Well, you should, because if you're gonna pay that kind of buckarooskies for vintage merch, you got to get your use out of it, man.
Did you ever get the big breakfast from McDonald's where it was like the
Hotcakes and
styrofoam?
sausage and
Yeah, dude, that was good, man. They might still do it, but
I think
don't
they
know if
do. I think they do
do.
still have like pancakes and stuff like that. Like that's still a thing that they offer. But in my new lifestyle, I will never eat at McDonald's ever again.
Aww.
Never again.
It makes me feel better about myself. Ow, I just hit my freaking foot, dude.
Hit it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I get a fish sandwich every time I'm there. I
Okay,
get
Grandpa.
the filet-o fish. My kids think it's weird. It is weird. One time,
Yeah, it is
And I
because
think-
they only give you half a piece of cheese.
well, dude, it's weird because, and I think this holds true to every. This is where my mind goes. I don't know why. It's related because it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But last time I doubled down on filet-o-fish and I got 2.
And you
I got no fries.
diarrhea.
No, the first one was delicious. The second one was too much. And I did that once at Chick-fil-A with their Chick-fil-A sandwich. It's like the first one goes down like freaking so perfect. And then the second one, you're just like, it wasn't as good. Like maybe you get like a weird spot in the chicken
Sure.
or, it's just like something doesn't sit well.
The filet-o-fish gives me weird texture vibes because it's not the texture of fish. It is
No.
the texture of Jell-O pudding that you have left out for like a day and a half, and then they cut it into a square, breaded, deep fried it, and put really subpar tartar sauce on there, and then a half a piece of cheese. The steamed bun, though, that's top tier, dude. That is top tier.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
you-
I hate when people.
Yeah, go ahead.
If what? If what?
I was gonna say if you are like the perfect sandwich, in my opinion, at McDonald's would be the quarter pounder Big Mac, extra sauce on a steam bun. Get the F out of here with that sesame crap. Get out of here with that. You don't need sesame seeds, dude.
I bet they'd make it for you.
They probably would. They would balk at you because they'd be like, that's not on our menu. But you'd be like, dog, just make it for me.
It's just one of those TikTok trends.
Yeah, exactly. Is this a secret menu thing?
Speaking of TikTok trends, dude, I hate when people do this, and I
people
don't
I love
like it.
chat.
When people, I love chat too. Shout out to the chat. No one is there except for our good friend Jordan. Thank you,
What up,
Jordan.
Jordan?
What was I gonna say? They make these stupid clickbait videos. It's like shows from the 90s that you watched that you forgot. Okay,
Sure.
let this cycle really quick, and I'm gonna rattle them off. Tell me if you forgot any of these, because I didn't. Rugrats.
Nope.
Doug.
Nope.
Ren and Stimpy.
Nope.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Love it.
All Real Monsters. Kablam.
Yep. Nope.
Angry Beavers.
Nope.
The Wild Thornberries.
Nope.
Cat Dog.
Nope.
Rocket Power.
Nope.
Like, I forgot none of those. That's
forgot none of
clickbait,
those, dude.
Give me some freaking Kablam might be the most deep cut on that list, but I remember it.
It's so good though, dude. It's so good.
It was weird. It was definitely gave me weird. It made me
That
feel
was
weird.
Robot
But like,
Chicken before Robot Chicken was Robot Chicken.
yes, put some actual deep cuts on that freaking list.
Yeah,
Quit
like,
playing with me, dude.
I mean, even like Salute Your Shorts. Like I still remember that. Like that was fun. And then Hey Dude. Again, that's got Ben Stiller's wife in it.
does it really?
Yeah, dude, the blonde chick or whatever that the one that his wife is the blonde girl from Zoolander who's like the reporter
yeah.
or whatever.
Trust me.
I don't know if that was her.
I know.
I don't know if that was her first thing, but like I think that was her first like big thing. But yeah, she's on Hey Dude.
Well, oh yeah, yeah. Dude, another show that weirded me out. Well, not a show, movie. James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, dude, I did not. Okay, I hate
Weird
James,
movie.
Hate James and the Giant Peach because when I was like at the DMV trying to get stuff figured out, back when the DMV was way worse than it is now, let me tell you, I was stuck at that damn place for like 4 hours, and I had to watch James and the Giant Peach on repeat. So I saw it like 2.5 times. I can't stand that movie now because all I see is just stupid effing Gladys sitting there like, do you have all your paperwork? Like, I guess. What else do you need?
Yeah, that's tough, dude. I don't know why you sat there for 4 hours, but you know, one silver lining in terms of like not, you know, being like of the age that I was in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's just like as a kid, I wasn't a tattoo age kid in the 90s, and thank God, because I definitely would have ended up with like a Tasmanian devil tattoo like on my upper arm,
Sure.
and like with like barbed wire underneath it. Like think about that. Like how many Taz tattoos they made it out of the 90s. Like,
oh, I know, dude.
Not a great look.
No. Well, and Taz is like not even super relevant anymore. Like big in that time frame, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Who the heck
Yeah,
is
dude.
this? It's like getting a Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem tattoo or something. Like no one knows who the hell that is.
Yep. It's interesting. Are you going to see the new Superman movie on release night?
Probably, yes.
It looks really good.
Yeah, dude. I'm super excited about it. I am not looking like I'm not actively seeking out stuff because I don't want to have like too big of an expectation. So I want to go in blind. I did that with Guardians of the Galaxy and I had a great time. I really enjoyed the movie, even though you know, I am famous on the internet for hating Chris Pratt. I'm not famous anywhere.
That should have been your shtick. I'm definitely gonna see that, and I'm going to see Fantastic Four. I know you're not into it, but I'm gonna see it.
I'm not gonna see that in the theater unless like a group of friends wants to go, and I don't have that, so I'm not gonna see it in the theater.
Oh wait.
Aha,
there we go.
Perfect.
Let's just go down the. I know that.
Finish him.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Welcome, punch.
Yeah, dude.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Stop! You violated the law.
It's been too long since I've
Nice.
seen a good brawl. You pathetic worm.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to a couple of movies. Like speaking of the movies, there's still a little bit of hope. Like maybe.
Well, dude, speaking of movies, bro, I definitely can't stick around after stream because I actually have to like jump in the shower and get ready because I'm going to a movie today at noon my time, bro.
Wow. What are you seeing?
I am seeing the Don the Evil Eye, which is it's kind of a new trend in the era of anime, sort of. The new season is premiering on July 3rd, and you get to see the first 3 episodes in movie form in theaters ahead of the release schedule of the show itself. And I am here for it, dude. I'm so excited.
That's cool, man. I don't know anything about it, but I'm glad that you are gonna go. Anytime you get to go to the movies, dude, I feel like good. I think it's good. It's chicken soup for the soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man. Well, and the Don is like a relatively new anime and manga series. It's very much like Stranger Things, in that you've got, you know, kids at school and they're dealing with aliens and they're dealing with like the occult and monsters and all kinds of stuff like that. It's great, dude. Like it's okay. There's some questionable stuff. All right, you have to get past the first episode because that's what turns a lot of people off, and they're just like sexual assault and like, okay, first of all, it's a cartoon. Second of all, nothing actually happens. Third, it's a cartoon. Okay. And I think they might be 16, 17. I'm not 100% sure what their age range is, but it's fine. You know, why am I not going anywhere? Why are you still here?
Yeah.
Can I talk to you,
we're
Tubbies?
we're all still here. I'm actually gonna jump early today, I think, if you want to go the full amount of time, or we can just cut it short. Not right this second, but
Okay.
you know, I do want to tell this story, and then I think I'm out of things to talk about personally.
Okay.
I went on a cruise.
Right. A Tom
and
Cruise?
It was cool. I wish it was a Tom Cruise. It was really cool. But maybe one of the biggest highlights, and people will, you know, roast me.
Roast me in the
but
comments.
one of the best things about it was like lack of television options.
Sure.
And the TV in the room, in like my submarine like sized room, excuse me, was so small, dude. Like I'm talking like maybe like less than 24-inch like flat screen.
Sure.
But it had a handful of channels, and one of them was Turner Classic Movies.
All right.
And every night before bed, I would watch old westerns and just old. Watch this one movie. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna find it right now. It was oh God, what's his name? Bing Crosby.
Okay.
And he
beat his children.
He is stuck. Did he really?
Yeah. He was terrible. It's fine.
Bing Crosby. I think I heard he was an alcoholic. Bing Crosby. No, maybe I didn't. Don't quote me on that. Bing Crosby stuck in medieval times, but he's modern. I know that sounds like a stupid. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe. I'm gonna let
Is that Holiday Inn? Your description sounds a lot like a plot of a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. That's what it is.
Okay.
A Connecticut. That super weird, dude. Let me read the plot to you because I couldn't even watch the whole thing because it was so weird.
Sure.
This came out in 1949.
Okay.
Okay. My mother wasn't even alive yet. Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to my mom, born in 59. What a great year. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see. A singing mechanic from 1912 finds himself in Arthurian Britain.
Arthurian.
Arthurian. Someone says the best feel-good movie ever.
Okay.
I don't know if I felt like it was a feel-good movie ever.
Sure.
It was weird, dude. Suddenly, Bing Crosby finds himself like back in time, and he's singing all these songs and stuff. It's
back in time.
right. Was Bing Crosby an alcoholic?
Internet, thank you.
Yes. Bing Crosby struggled with alcoholism. That's actually not. That's not funny.
I love.
I was kind of
I love that.
I was actually
yes.
I was just happy that my memory is good still,
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm not happy.
That he
not happy
was an
for
alcoholic and beat his
yeah, like not cool. You know, my earliest memories of being
of sweet Balenciagas and they won't even prove.
my earliest memories of being are in White Christmas.
Okay.
Did you watch that as a kid? It was like a
yeah,
holiday favorite of my
Yeah,
family's.
it's really not very Christmassy. Like if I'm being honest, like it's kind of.
I just like the part where they're like snow, 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 snow. No, just me.
No, yeah, sorry. Well, you cut out a little bit on Discord, so I don't know if I don't know. I didn't get everything. I just heard snow, and that was pretty much it.
Snow, it's really great.
Snow's the best snow. Yellow snow.
It's really great.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Dude, here's a good story. I'm coming up with stories on the fly here. I'm improving, as they say.
What?
I know, dude. I'm getting better at this. I was on a work call.
A workle?
And they were talking about like a marketing campaign or something that like the marketing people were talking, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have this what's in the box marketing campaign. And somebody in the Teams chat said Gwyneth Paltrow's head. And I was just like,
dude.
yes.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
It's been a little bit since I've seen that movie. Like, I don't know, like 5 years, I guess. That's definitely one that I like rewatching. I like catching up, you know.
fuck up kid.
And
pulpy sci-fi movie is about badass space bounty
Stigmata. I don't know. There's a few that are like, because that's what would you call it? Like that's a thriller, not really like a horror.
Yeah, it's more of like a thriller. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like-
messed up though. Like if you haven't seen that movie, y'all like go watch it. The ending is crazy. I watched it with my 13-year-old son, and he was like, "Whoa, wasn't expecting that."
Yeah, dude. It's not. Yeah, it's fine, but not great. Yeah.
So that was a nice little bonding experience, but you know, anyway, I
Now,
don't know.
what-
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
What is a movie that, like, how far would you go? Like, you know, your son 13, like obviously PG-13 has probably been watching movies like that for a while. In the R space, what is something that you would be like, oh yeah, he could totally watch that, and then something that you're like, nah, dog, not that.
I don't know, dude. What movie did he ask me to watch? Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
And I said he could not watch that. Just too much fast forwarding. I mean, dude, we watched Fight Club, and I had to fast forward a lot.
Yeah.
You know, if you're mowing over that, but he like still loved it.
Sure.
But I don't think most things aren't off the table. I just might have to censor it slightly.
Are you like the teachers when we watched The Outsiders or whatever, that one movie about Salem witch trials book, and like at the beginning of the movie there's boobies and they would hold
Are you talking
up,
about? Are you talking about the Scarlet Letter?
I think so.
No.
There's something about
Salem
witches
trials.
and like I said, at the beginning of the movie there's like a group of witches and they're all like topless or something, and I remember my Miss Ginn, my English teacher at the time, had this piece of poster board that she would try to hold up at specific times, and like, bro, she totally missed it, dude. We got to see all them titties. It was great.
Oh, it's the Crucible. It was the Crucible.
Crucible, thank you.
Yeah. So the movie that comes to mind for me, not movie, mini-series, watch Roots in my 8th grade. Was it 7th or 8th? It was 8th grade history class. And Mr. Now, shout out to Mr. Now. He would turn, this was like urban legend, that he would turn the TV. He himself would watch the scene.
Well, of course he would.
While the rest of us did not get to view some of the more graphic scenes in that movie, nudity scenes. And they I do remember the Crucible. I read the Crucible, dude.
Yeah.
So weird thing that I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of, but when I was, here's a fun fact.
Fun facts with Seth.
Family.
Oh, here it is.
I quit.
I quit.
No, I'm just kidding.
I quit.
Tell me what movie that's from, because it's my favorite.
That thing you do.
I was asking the audience.
Oh,
dude.
damn it!
Jeez.
Sorry.
I know you know.
I know. I love that movie.
But when I don't know when I made this decision, but basically I made the decision in high school to graduate a year early, which is like the worst decision ever, by the way. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But I did, and the year between my 10th and 11th grade, which should have been my 10th and 11th grade, because I jumped from 10th to senior year.
Okay.
I did what was called independent study.
Okay. Yeah.
And the two things I had to do in order to graduate, and part of the reason why I graduated early is I only needed these 2 classes, and I knocked it out in independent study in the summer. I took American government, because that was a senior class.
Yeah.
And then I took 11th grade English, so I could knock that out, and then I jumped into senior English.
Okay.
So I loved the stories that they had us read in the textbook that I had to purchase. And you know, I was in public school all through school, so I never purchased a textbook.
Sure.
But my parents had to buy me that particular book. And it had like, dude, I read like The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
Yep.
I read The Crucible. I read I'm trying to think of something else that I read that was like, in hindsight, was very profound. And I had to write.
Metamorphosis?
I don't think that, but I had to write like, you know, synopsises, and like I had to write my responses on those excerpts from these books and stuff. And like,
Sure.
for whatever reason, like that textbook was floating around my parents' house for years, and then it like I don't know what happened to it, and I really wish I had it because I would love to like revisit some of that stuff. And furthermore, dude, speaking of senior English, we read Fahrenheit 451, and we read Brave New World, and we read Frankenstein.
What's Brave
And
New
I
World
have-
about?
It's future. Both of those books are futuristic,
Okay.
and it's about like there's like a class system, and Bernard is like the main character, and he's an alpha, but like he's kind of like got the like appearance of like a beta.
Okay.
Like so he's like shorter than the rest of the alpha class, and like he's kind of like he's questioning everything, and like
okay.
it's it's got God, what's the drug that everyone takes in that they
Calaxium crystals.
No, they take I'm gonna think of it. What drug do they take in Brave New World?
Scorpions.
They take in Brave called Soma.
Okay.
Type of recreational drug used in the novel Brave New World. It could be used to cure any sorts of unhappiness within society. It's basically Xanax. And so they pump everyone full of Soma, but if you recall, they go to the Americas on like a high-speed train or like a shuttle or something to like visit the savages, and what the savages are people that
Fred and his brother.
Fred Savage and his brother. Yeah, they don't like live in this class system. They live freely. They like live a normal like life cycle and shit like that.
Sure.
And he meets like this who they refer to as the Savage. He comes back with them to like this like futuristic society, and like he realizes like how terrible it is, and like how he wants to go back and like live like free and stuff. It's great, dude. You didn't read that when you were in school?
No, we read like I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. Something about I forget the name of it, but it was about
something about Mary.
No, the slave girl, like Tituba or Tatumba. And then I read Metamorphosis. I read a lot of poetry by Robert Frost and
I do love that.
A lot. There was a whole section on poetry. Of course, I don't remember any of it. But no, we didn't, because I was in AP English in my senior year or whatever. So I was in like college prep English, and I got college credit for it, which was great.
I don't even think that's college prep though. I think you were in like a college level course of English.
Yeah.
Isn't that what AP is?
Yeah. Or I forget what the applied penis. I don't know.
Applied penises.
Ample penis. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yep. And you did too. You had
did.
ample.
I had that ample penis.
I've reread Brave New World and Fahrenheit 451 like as an adult, and they are fantastic books. I want to read 1984.
Okay.
To just end this stream on a freaking like serious note. We're talking about the literature. It's very serious. It should be taken very seriously. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed those books. Frankenstein's slow. I'll probably never read that again in my life. But I have reread it. I think I'm more interested in Mary Shelley as human than I am with her book.
Okay.
Her most famous book, that is. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I mean, I think I haven't read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I've read Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I enjoyed that. But I think one of the...
I own it. I haven't read it.
Nice. One of the big differences, though, when it came to like curriculi, we did get to pick a lot of our own stuff too. So I forget what I picked. I do remember doing a report on the Da Vinci Code at one point, though, because that was the hot bit, the hot book. And I remember reading that thing, and like it was a good read for someone that has a hard time reading, because the chapters were really short. So like I could read like 2 chapters and I felt like super accomplished. Yeah, that was good.
Well, I'm just posting a GIF in our Seth and Drew private channel on our Discord, just so you know.
Okay.
What the F? What the
I'm not
actual-
gonna. I can't change it because if I do, you will disappear from the stream. So.
Oh yeah. You're good. Just check it later. It's good. It's
Okay.
really good. Listen. This is the part of the show where we say and do all of the things. I think if you enjoyed yourself and you want to watch us continue to play games, hit the subscribe button. We would surely appreciate it. If you're catching this after the fact, we appreciate you so much for just like, I don't know, hanging out with us,
Hell
but
yeah.
not being able to communicate with us. But what
Well,
you
you can
should
leave
do
a
moving
comment,
forward,
you know.
you could just check us out. We stream every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
And we're just kind of playing some faves, you know. So not even faves, just new stuff, old stuff, just whatever we feel like for real.
Yeah,
and if
and
you have
if-
something that you think would be fun, then just shout it out.
Yeah. If anybody ever suggests a game for us to play, we can try it out. You know, I think, bro, I'm done with this game. If I'm being honest, like,
Whoa.
I think I beat it. Like that, I defeated like a big boss or whatever. And I feel like it says final preparations as the thing. So like I feel like I'm pretty much done with this. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that is going to be enough for another stream of this. Like I don't think we have another 3 hours left in this game unless I went back through and dicked around and trophy hunted, which is if I did that, that's going to just be you talking and I'm just going to be focused in the game. So
That sounds like my nightmare. So we should not do that.
yeah, and I mean I'll do that on my own time.
You definitely should. I feel like you should replay the game so you can get all the feels and
Yeah, actually,
you might be able to
actually
grind
play the
through
game
it.
instead of just
Yeah,
stumble through.
dude, I can honestly say, and this is my last confession. This is my confession. I didn't watch any of the gameplay. Period. End of story. I literally didn't watch you play this game at all.
Okay.
Today.
I do the same thing when you're playing. I'm either watching your face exclusively, or I'm only watching the game. Like, and it's one or the other, dude. I pick. So, just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the ways of my confession. Sorry, that just hit me, dude. I just had to. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Usher's not a good dude, but he makes some good music.
That's right, baby. Listen,
So new
that's
game
all we
next week. Don't know what it is.
You got the Earth
Yep.
coordinates, right?
We'll
Time for your final mission.
should we just jazzercise instead of playing games? Like that's kind of a game.
Looks like we made a pretty good
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
let's
It's been quite the journey.
wrap this up. We'll decide what we're gonna play, and we'll let you know. We'll see you next Saturday.
Before we head back to Earth.
Bye.
Love you.
Ready to go?
Oh, I did this last time. I'm running this thing. So, with all that being
Don't
said,
stop streaming.
from both of us here at Nerdly and the Nerd, come back soon.